For a dealer near you.
Hi, I'm Morgan with CC Carpet, the CC Ball at the Texas Rangers home game. Visit a CC Carpet location to register.
Welcome to Rangers Extra Innings on the flagship 105.3 The Fan. Jared Sandler with you. Reggie Atatula behind the glass after the Rangers fall to the Yankees 7-2. We'll quickly bullet point today's game, but then want to get into a broader conversation about potential pitching targets for the Rangers of a certain kind. If you have any thoughts, by the way, on today's game or anything Rangers related, you can get those calls lined up at 877-881-1053. Again, that's 877-881-1053. You can also text that very same number, 877-881-1053. So just from today's game, I thought Martin Perez looked really sharp for 4 innings and was excited to talk about another positive step from Martin Perez, and then it all unraveled in the 5th. And you heard Eric and Matt try and break down possibly why that might have been, whether it was as simple as poor location or maybe even poor pitch selection, as Hicksy was trying to suggest. Whatever the case, the results just totally slipped from his grasp in the 5th inning. And he took what looked like at the time a really good start and turned it into something that you would certainly not consider a good start. And remember, with Martin Perez, the storyline the rest of the year is going to be whether or not his performance and whatever other measures the Rangers would consider would merit the Rangers picking up his $7.5 million team option. So it will be interesting to see how the Rangers handle that. I'd say that, as of now, if the season ended today, there's a good shot that the Rangers choose not to pick up that option. Now, that doesn't mean that Martin Perez won't be back. Maybe the Rangers feel like they can negotiate a deal to keep Perez within the organization at a lower figure than $7.5 million. But, I would think that the Rangers would at least give strong consideration at this point to not picking that option up. We'll certainly talk about Martin Perez and the pitching here in a second. CC Sabathia was good, was really good. The box score was really good. The Rangers didn't seem to have very competitive at-bats off of him. They weren't driving the ball, and the Rangers have at times this year struggled against lefties, as any team might, but the Rangers this year in general have been much better against lefties than they have in years past. They just weren't able to get anything done today. Didi Gregorius, by the way, with some nice defensive plays behind CC. At the plate, the Rangers, again, didn't really have much going. I'd say the two guys that stood out are the two guys who, really have stood out the most the second half of the season, and that's Rugi and Joey Gallo. Rugi didn't get a hit, but he walked twice, and I guess he stood out because he set a career high with 33 walks in a season. And remember, he's missed a month, and there's still 6 weeks left to play in the season. And then I'd also say that, with Gallo, the 2 for 3 with a walk, reaching 3 times in 4 plate appearances is exciting. He's now hitting 350 in the month of August. That's a good stretch. He's hitting around 300 since the All-Star break. So certainly great to see there. And even though the Rangers lost 7-2, nice that those two guys were among the positives. But again, the Rangers lost this one in the 5th inning when it really got away from them. They had a good opportunity in the 8th. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa struck out against Jonathan Holder with the bases loaded. And the Rangers didn't really get anything going in the 9th, but they were down 5. Would have been tough for them to really muster a threat. Again, 877-881-1053, the number to call, also the number to text. All right, so one of the guys who pitched for the Yankees today was Sonny Gray. And he got booed off the field. He got booed a number of times. Remember, the Yankees acquired Gray in a trade last year, right around a year ago. And the results just weren't there for Gray, who was having a down year with the Athletics. Gray battled injuries the year before that, and the numbers last season with the A's weren't great. He had some nice outings with the Yankees last year, but certainly didn't look like the guy who was an all-star with Oakland prior to that. And, there are thoughts that, all right, rough year last year, healthy offseason, Sonny Gray would be back in form this year. That has not been the case. So much so that Sonny Gray, the former ace of the Oakland Athletics, is now no longer in the Yankees rotation. And this is not the Astros rotation. This is not the Indians rotation. This is a rotation that needs help. And you would think that if they felt like it was even possible that they would find something with Sonny Gray, that they would keep him in the rotation to try and straighten him up. But the Yankees basically gave up on that. They acquired Jay Happ and they acquired Lance Lynn, not necessarily directly as a result of Gray's struggles, though you could maybe make that case more so with Lynn than Happ. And Sonny Gray's in the bullpen. And right now, not only does it not look like Sonny Gray will be back in the rotation, Sonny Gray probably won't be on the playoff roster because he's not even pitching that effectively out of the bullpen as well. And, it just makes me wonder if the Rangers are going to end up with Sonny Gray next year. Whether it's by paying pennies on the dollar to acquire him in a trade, because understand he's got very, very little value at this point, or if the Yankees were to non-tender him, the Rangers could pick him up on the cheap. Now, the Rangers, like any team that's probably not going to compete for a playoff spot next year, are certainly a team that is a great candidate to take a flyer on a pitcher or two, much like they've done this year. They did it in the offseason with Matt Moore. They also kind of did it with Doug Fister. They did it maybe not to the same degree of just flat out taking a flyer on a guy, but they definitely invested in Mike Minor with thoughts that, he would develop into something more. In the season, we've seen the Rangers recently acquire Chris Tillman. We've seen the Rangers recently acquire Drew Hutchison and Giovanni Gallardo. The Rangers are in a position where it's totally fine to do this. They added Edison Volquez in the offseason with the idea of him being a part of things in 2019. There are rotation spots to be had. And so the question for the Rangers really isn't whether it's worth taking a flyer on a pitcher or two. It absolutely is. There's no loss, no risk to it. Because when you take a flyer on a pitcher, you're not taking a flyer on a pitcher with a 3-year, $50 million deal. We're talking 1-year deals. We're talking cheap acquisitions. Even though Matt Moore's making $9 million or whatever it is this year, he can be gone at the end of the season. So, it's not like when the Rangers took a flyer on Matt Moore, even though he wasn't a guy pre-arbitration, there was not a long-term commitment. So the question is not whether the Rangers should take a flyer on a guy or two. The question is on whom should they take those flyers, because in a way, you only have a limited amount of flyers. If you've got guys who are willing to take minor league deals, then that opens up your ability to take flyers on guys. But when we're talking guys who would require a major league roster spot, and Sonny Gray is that guy, Sonny Gray will not sign a minor league deal at the end of the year. So when you're talking about those guys, you can't just load your 13 pitchers with 6 guys on whom you're taking a flyer. You probably have room for maybe 2 starting pitchers in that mix. And I wonder if Sonny Gray would be one of them. And I'd have zero issue if he was. If everything works out with Sonny Gray, then he's a guy you could flip in the month of July. He's a guy you could flip at the trade deadline. You're not going to get a Pirates, or a King's ransom for him. But, you could get a prospect that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise had in the organization if he has a good year. So there's no risk in taking a flyer on Sonny Gray. And I'd be curious if Sonny Gray would consider taking a flyer on the Rangers if he was in the position to choose. If the Yankees were to non-tender him and he would become free. That's something that I wonder. But he's a name to consider. When you think about potential pitchers not in the organization, remember, the Rangers likely aren't going to be in play for any of these big money guys. The only reason they'd be in play for a big money guy is if they felt like that guy would be just as valuable, just as worth the annual salary in 2021 and 2022 as he'd be getting in 19 and 20. A lot of the teams, not always, but in most cases, when a team signs a big money guy to a long-term deal on the mound or even at the plate, it's because they feel like that guy is going to be able to impact them that year and the year after and the year after that, not because they're looking 3 years down the road. So the Rangers likely aren't going to be in play for any of these big money guys. maybe a guy like Patrick Corbin, but there are a lot of rumors that suggest Corbin really wants to go to New York if he leaves the Diamondbacks. So anyway, the moves the Rangers would be making in free agency, probably leaning towards flyer-type guys, guys they could maybe flip in July. In the trade market, they could be looking to add a young pitcher in the trade market. As a matter of fact, I would guarantee that will be a priority of theirs. They also might be looking to make a trade, a pennies on the dollar trade for a guy like Sonny Gray. Just something to consider. All right, let's quickly go to the phones. We got Steven in Dallas joining us here on Rangers Extra Innings. Hey, Steven.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great, Steven. What do you got for us?
Oh, just not much. I just wanted to say thanks. I've been listening all year. I'm a vision impaired person. I never watch the games. I only listen on the radio. And even though it's not a season where they're doing well or contending or they have a great record, but it's always a good drama. It's just the end of the year is ending well between Rugi and the whatever might happen with Beltre, and it's nice to hear what happened with Bartolo Colon. I don't know. It's just been kind of a fun year, even though they're not great winners or whatever. But it's been great. And to be honest with you, all your knowledge that you bring to the game is always good to hear, and hearing the call that Eric and Matt do is great. So I just want to say thanks. That's really all I'm saying. So.
Hey, appreciate it, Steven. Thank you very much. Always nice to hear from people who are still enjoying things. And here's the deal, and certainly appreciate Steven's comments. Whether you're Steven and it seems like Steven has a really positive outlook on things, or maybe you're having a tougher time, what I would advise, just my suggestion, is pick out the things that will influence the Rangers long term and find joy in those things. The growth and the progress of young players like Rougned Odor and Joey Gallo and Ronald Guzman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Take note of what he does behind the plate, how he continues to grow there. Nomar Mazara will be coming back. I know people love watching Maz. So, Mike Minor's continued growth. What he's done has been pretty sharp. So Mike Minor, seeing Jose Leclerc in the bullpen, if you're looking for things to enjoy, those are certainly things. And then obviously in September, the Rangers, when rosters expand, will be calling some guys up. And some guys will be making their major league debut perhaps. And there's always joy watching some of these young guys. But appreciate Steven. All right, that's going to do it for us here. The Rangers and the Diamondbacks begin a 2-game series tomorrow. Patrick Corbin will start on Tuesday. He's one of Arizona's aces. The other ace will start tomorrow. That's Zach Greinke as he goes up against Bartolo Colon, two of the winningest active pitchers in Major League Baseball. Again, that's tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch, pregame starting at 6:30 right here in your home of the Rangers, 105.3 The Fan. The Rangers fall to the Yankees 7-2. For Colton Pettijohn and Reggie Atatula, for Eric and Matt, back at Yankee Stadium, Jared Sandler signing off. Coming up next, a special Sunday edition of the Ben and Skin Show. Ben Rogers, Skin Wade, and Kevin Turner from Oxnard will be taking you from 4 to 7 right here on your home of the Rangers and the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan.
The one place to grab the fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Hello, this is Clint.
Hi, Clint. I'm a helpful Honda person. The people in the blue shirts. And I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness. We heard you could use our help paying for daycare.
Me and my daughter's mother, we've been kind of struggling. Her mom's been in and out of the hospital, so she's missed a ton of work.
Mm-hmm.
Just been a little bit tighter on money, not only medical bills, but our daughter's daycare is one of the higher bills that we pay. We put her first before everything.
Sure.
And if we could even get any type of assistance, it'd be such a blessing.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We are going to pay for 8 weeks of your daughter's daycare.
Wow, that would be phenomenal. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Today, we helped a family. And during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable award-winning Honda, like the CR-V, 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Clint is a real person and was paid to be on the radio. The 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year includes the full Honda CR-V lineup.
Hey, it's Gavin Spittle once again, Program Director of 105.3 The Fan. Thank you guys for making us your Turn It On, Leave It On station. You can always email me your feedback or questions, gavin.spittle@entercom.com. That's what Jamal did, and he asks, how can I come watch a show? Great question. Super easy, Jamal. All you have to do is email me at gavin.spittle@entercom.com. We'll find a date and time that works. That's for any of you. Austin and Weatherford ask, is high-low on Sean and RJ really that competitive? Oh boy. Actually, even more than you would think. RJ is the worst winner to be around, and Sean and Roy are crushed if he wins. So super serious. And for those of you that haven't checked out High Low, it happens every Thursday morning at 7:40 right here on The Fan. Great questions, guys. Keep them rolling in. From all of us at The Fan, thanks for being a part of our dysfunctional treehouse, and thanks for making us your Turn It On, Leave It On station.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
A radio.com station. The Turn It On, Leave It On continues with Richardson Homeboys, Ben and Skin, right here on The Fan.
Yes. That's not our normal intro, though, Reggie.
I'm going back to
So
Dallas.
I think we need to start over. I think
I'm going back to Dallas.
we have an intro.
They made specific intros for the training camp.
They did. Oh, they did. But what about the communication we just had with Reggie, where we were like, so you can play our normal intro for the show, right?
What time do we go on?
All right, let's go ahead and now from Oxnard, Ben and Skin. Dun, dun, dun. This intro. All right, we'll go without the intro.
Yep.
It's the Ben and
Let's
Skin
do it
show.
live. Who needs an intro?
Yeah. No, don't worry. Don't beat yourself up, Reggie.
A well-oiled machine like
it's
us.
the Ben and Skin Show, 105.3 The Fan, coming to you live from Oxnard, California. Cowboys Training Camp 2018, brought to you by DMS Roofing, Omni Frisco, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, Dolce Vita Tequila, and Twin Peaks. We're fired up to be out here. I'm Ben Rogers, joined by Jeff Skin Wade.
Live from Dallas Cowboys Training Camp 2016 in Oxnard, it's the Ben and Skin Show on 105.3 The Fan.
Oh, okay.
They some bad boys.
Sing it if you know it, kids.
Start
Sing
time,
it.
boys, right now. You ready? Ready?
Sing it.
It's time to do it one more time.
Time to start the show where they throw haymakers.
Travis Frederick does a great job rapping on this right here.
Try to come weekend with
Is this going out over the airwaves?
Who you got? Stack them up with Aikman and Starback.
From land to land.
With dirt, making haters dessert.
I just
Ben
didn't know
and Skin
Travis had that
going
much
out
flow.
like Spock and Kirk. Popular with skirts and those who recognize real. Tell them about our name, then we'll tell them how we feel.
Yes. Now we can begin the show, our first show from Oxnard, California, the Random Sunday show by the Ben and Skin Show.
4 to 7, critical time.
You can watch along on the fan cam, 1053thefan.com/fancam. That is the Twin Peaks webcam fan cam. So check that out, and you can enjoy that. Thanks for those of you who are rolling along with us today on a random Sunday presentation. We just got in town late last night, and we had some flight delays, but
We're here.
We made it. We made it out here, and so the Cowboys are going to be practicing during our show. We can go wireless at some point now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. If somebody would like to venture out wireless, we will have Mike Fisher on the show with us.
Let's send him out wireless.
Taylor Stern from DallasCowboys.com may drop by at some point, and of course. We got Reggie, who's been kind enough to run the show back at the studio
for free
for us. Ted Nichols Payne out here engineering. So it's hard to really focus on football because there's so much PGA Championship happening.
Kevin? Oh, my God. I mean, it's happening, and it is so intense that I'm not very focused. I got to be honest. Not as focused as you normally are for a Sunday 4 to 7. Every shot matters, fellas, as we go down to the final precipice. What?
The final countdown?
Yeah, it's the final countdown. Brooks Koepka's your leader at 14 under, 12 under for Thomas Peters. Justin Thomas, 12 under. Tiger Woods and Adam Scott at 11 under.
Where's Rom?
And it is going to be a fight to the bitter end. I'm hearing from my sources there that it is one of those atmospheres that you want to be a part of.
What?
That's what you went with?
You're reporting that?
That was
or
my
you're-
generic golf analysis.
It's an atmosphere that you want to be a part of.
11 under, Tiger teeing off on the par 4 12th, wearing his Sunday red, of course, not walking as cocky as he was yesterday. But he just drilled it in the fairway. Need Tiger to get on the stick. He's going to need to birdie 3 of the final 6 holes. If he doesn't do that, I think it's back to resorting to seeing if who's working at the Waffle House tonight. Did you guys think Tiger would be in the final five?
Yep.
You really did?
The whole time.
I thought
when he went double bogey to start the tournament, I thought that was where he'd end up.
On the first day when he was taking on a new Advil endorsement, I didn't. When all the talk was, man, Tiger should have never played in a tournament last week, I did not think we'd be sitting here on Sunday.
Well, I know that Vegas had him as the equal favorite to win the whole thing. So
impressive.
I almost took him number one overall in our 105.3 The Fan Golf Challenge. Now, where are we in that? Who's winning that?
Choppy's winning with Brooks Koepka, who is a stone cold killer, by the way. He just doesn't care about golf, only cares about his tight shirts. And
that's the way to be good at golf, is to not care about it.
yeah,
He just
doesn't care, and nothing gets in his head.
He is up 2 strokes right now, and someone's like, hey, man, a lot of pressure, 8 holes left. You're up 2 strokes. He's like, so I'm leading with 8. That means I already made a lot of money. Wow, I'm good no matter what. So successful weekend as far as I'm concerned. So he's not going to get in his head and freak out over any of this because he just doesn't care.
That's Choppy's guy at 14 under. Dawson's guy, Justin Thomas, at 12 under. Okay. So there's a lot of money on the line.
Who's got Adam Scott?
The boss man, Gavin Spittle, has Tiger. Okay. Then
That's
John
not the
Rahm.
question I asked.
Now I might have a party, and then he canceled the party and was like, I'm going bar hopping. So he's sending a text out to like 17 different people. And I just responded, I will pay money to get off this text chain. And he's like, shut up. You don't have anything to do. And I was like, all right, man. I just don't want all these people, because all these people just respond with thumbs up emoji.
What's the deal with that?
It's pretty weird. Yeah. I don't know why it's on
What's
there.
that?
It's here, I'll pull it up.
I don't know
Live
what that
coverage
is.
of me showing
He's going, it's like a red guy.
I'm
With a lot of
colorblind.
hair.
It's like a Munster.
He's
looking
got a lot
guy.
of hair, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like a where the wild things are.
Who
kind of
uses
guy.
that?
Hey, what's our phone number? Because I think we should take calls all day.
Yeah. Our number.
877-881-1053.
Wow, look
Say
at that.
Say it again.
Huh?
What's the number again?
Isn't that it? 877-881-1053. Is that not
Is that it?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Reggie?
877-881-1053.
That's a little
Bam!
more clear.
What
That's
did I
I'm looking
win?
for.
I won something.
Reggie got it. You got it wrong.
I thought I had 881.
No. We're going to take calls all day. Congrats on that, Reggie. That's just made your day more fun. At any point, if you'd like to call in and let us know that you're listening on a Sunday, we'd love to hear from you. So call in with any questions. Nothing's off limits. Anything goes.
Anything goes?
Anything goes.
Anything goes. And
Prison
if it-
rules.
And if it doesn't work, we'll just dump it.
Ben, tease what's going on today on the show.
There's stuff happening. I mean, it's like, look, it's a Sunday show. Mike Fisher's going to join us at some point. We might go wireless. Most of the wireless stuff's been sent back to going back with the Cowboys because it's for the broadcast, but there is one wireless mic here. So we do have one wireless mic that we can use. We can commandeer that at some point, and Ted Nichols Payne ensures us that it'll work. So maybe we send somebody out there and watch practice.
I'd like to send Fish wireless, man.
I fancy myself a bit of a soothsayer, and I feel like Tuesday, sometime between 3 and 7, maybe Connor Williams will be on the show.
Oh, okay.
That's just me.
Yeah,
projecting ahead.
Yeah,
predicting. It's a full prediction.
What's on the show Monday?
Haven't figured that out yet. John Daniels 420.
Nice.
Today game 440. We'll probably have Babe Laufenberg pop on from camp, and I'm sure we'll have a Cowboys player or two.
Is this technically extra innings right now?
No, extra innings is over.
Rangers took an L. Skin.
Jared just did extra innings for like an hour and a half.
They played the Yanks, guys.
Yeah. What was at stake for Martin Perez today?
Pride. I think he's under contract for 5 more years.
He gave up 7 earned runs today, guys.
Likely his last year.
Only 3 innings?
5.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a rotation next year. So, yeah. Martin might be.
He gave up 2 home runs, 11 hits in 5 innings.
Mike Minor went from a guy who we need to rest him for a month because we don't want to push his innings to he's going to pitch every other day next year.
Guys, got a quick golf update. A little drip of urine just went down Justin Thomas's leg.
Okay.
And he bogeyed.
Ooh.
So he's down to 11. Tiger has a short birdie putt to get him up to 12, which would put him 2 back.
The door is ajar. Ha ha. Woo. Hey, some of these trees out here.
Are you pointing at stuff?
Yeah.
What are you pointing at?
I'm real
It's audio medium.
I'm real interested in where trees that grow in shade versus trees are out in the sun a lot.
Real interested?
Very interested. because
Man, you need more stuff to be into.
no. I care about landscaping. I'm a 46. How old? I'm 40. I'm a 47-year-old white guy. So I care.
That is the perfect demographic for people who love landscaping.
I care about
that is.
I care about landscaping now. I'm at that age, and so as we're here at what is this? A courtyard? What is this thing? Residence
It's like a tennis court.
No, I know, but this hotel, is this a residence?
I don't know, man.
Anyways, I'm real interested in the trees they planted where versus where the sun's going to hit them and all that kind of stuff. Ben, you need to care about these sorts of things. You're
I know. I'm
Who's
playing
taking care of those trees, homie?
I'm playing coy here with you, but I agree. You want the type of trees that the leaves don't all fall off into a pool. And you want stuff that can survive. Right now, my backyard is full of a bunch of brown trees that are all dying.
Mm-hmm.
So I do need some more resilient trees, no question.
The California brown tree, that's what you guys planted?
Yeah.
Yeah, brown trees are not going to work out for you. And I know this, and I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
You guys ever plant a red oak?
Yeah, we have 2 red oaks in our front yard.
Huge.
Yeah.
Red oaks will go good.
I'm into fake plastic trees.
Oh, Radiohead.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, guys? A little band I like to listen to when I'm really depressed.
I think we should all rank our top 5 Radiohead songs.
Let's go around the horn. Ben, what are your
All right.
5 favorite Radiohead songs? It doesn't have to be in order. Just give us 5. That
I
you
don't
really
think I
like.
can name them. I think I can express what they are to you.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Down,
Is that what it's called?
That's a great song.
I might be wrong. It's one of my least favorite.
That one, I like that one. There's that other one with all the percussion and sadness.
Why don't you?
Oh, you like Idiotech?
I love it.
Yeah.
Donde está la Idiotech?
Idioteca.
It's very good.
Hey, before you finish your top 5, you want to go to some calls?
Pretty good.
Oh, we got calls.
Let's go to Chris in Flower Mound. Chris in Flower Mound, you're on Ben and Skin's Sunday 4 to 7 show right here on Intercom Radio. What you got, Chris?
Hey, guys. First of all, I just want to say you guys rock harder than the 80s rock. You guys are awesome. Thank you
Much
for all
love.
you do. Mine's a 2-part question. After watching Thursday's game, I think that Bo Scarborough is going to get a 3rd running back position. The first question is, who do you think at the beginning of the season is going to have a 3rd running back position? And then at the end of the season, between Bo and Smith, who do you think is going to have a 2nd running back position?
All right. I think Bo Scarborough ends up being the 3rd running back, but I think there's a large difference there's a gap between Rod Smith and Scarborough. So, and I don't expect that to change over the course of the year. And whereas in the past, I used to be, man, just give Zeke 1 million carries and then say goodbye when he starts wearing down. Don't give him a 2nd contract. Now I start to worry they're going to be so reliant on him. There's going to be so many full boxes. I want them to be careful with him during the season as well. Like I don't want him to have a gazillion carries and get banged up.
It doesn't make sense for him to be wore down in week 15.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense. Kevin, who are your favorite 3rd running back?
Let's go to the guy on line 4.
That would be Jason in Dallas. Jason, I know that you have a question for us. Let's hear it now on Intercom Radio.
Y'all know me. Thanks for hosting y'all's Brew Crew out in Mansfield where I played, if y'all remember me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That was great.
Hey, I have a couple of quick questions for you guys. Tolo, huge Cowboys fan. Have y'all had a chance to see any schematic changes in our offense?
Ben?
Yes.
I know y'all just got out
wait. Oh, have we seen them with our own eyeballs?
No. Or heard or whatever.
It's
and then a couple of other quick questions, and I'll just hang up and listen.
Rapid fire.
What are y'all's thoughts on our tight end situation? And I had one more, but I won't hold y'all up.
No, take your time. Let's go. You take a moment to regather yourself, think about that other option is. Since you're a Tolo and you've supported the Brew Crew, we got you. Take your time. I would say that in terms of some of the new wrinkles, I think Linehan's coaching for his job. So, yes, I think there are new wrinkles. I think they threw a nice little new toy in his lap in Tavon Austin, and he's got to figure out a way to get him the ball. And I think you will see some creativity. We haven't had a chance to see. We just got here last night. In terms of the tight ends, I'm not optimistic. I mean, these are not good football players.
What's one of my favorite Radiohead songs? Optimistic.
That they don't have a
This
song.
one's
that's
optimistic. This one works a market.
This one just came out of the swamp. This is the saddest song I will ever sing until my next song on Radiohead. That's actually the one that's got a bunch of allusions to Animal Farm. Yeah, the great George Orwell novel. Yeah. Did you have any other questions? Did you remember what the third one was? Oh, talking to Jason.
Oh, I like line 3. We should do line 3.
We want to do it now. You want to do it on the other side and make him wait to a commercial break?
Side.
Coming up next, we'll take line 3, and I want to give you some important dates on the Cowboys practice schedule. That's coming up next on 105.3 The Fan.
The one place to grab the fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Hey, Texas, today is the last day to shop tax-free at Old Navy. Plus, get an additional 10% off any purchase over $50 or more. Better hurry. It ends tonight at Old Navy. Valid 8/10 through 8/12. In Texas stores only. Excludes gift cards.
We had just gotten home from vacation, and Richie had to go downstairs to grab something out of the dryer, and he had set foot in about 3 to 4 inches of water.
Well, what happened was the pressure relief valve for the hot water heater had failed, and it just leaked water while we were gone.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
With her being pregnant, the in-laws coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world. I called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. They took care of everything, A to Z. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Ability to receive a quote depends on membership eligibility. Product membership eligibility and bundling savings restrictions apply and are subject to change. Members paid for their participation. United Services Automobile Association and its affiliate, San Antonio, Texas.
We celebrate so many holidays throughout the year, like this one. And that one. There's even one for selfies. Ooh, but don't forget about celebrating sales tax holiday at Walmart starting August 10th in Texas. With Walmart's great value and no sales tax to pay, you save while stocking up for the whole fam. And while grabbing a little something for yourself, too. Hey, it is a holiday, so it's okay to celebrate. Hurry in and save this sales tax holiday at Walmart from August 10th to August 12th in Texas.
Hey, Ben and Skin here. If you're a listener that has never logged on or called our friends at Simple Sleep Services, or you just keep putting it off, then here's what you can do. Log on right now to simplesleeptest.com. That's simplesleeptest.com and take the quick 3-question test to see if you're a candidate who might be dealing with snoring and sleep apnea.
Guys, it's easy and it's simple. And even better, take the test for your partner because they too could be dealing with dangerous snoring or deadly sleep apnea. That's simplesleeptest.com. No CPAP, no surgery, no implants, just simple sleep.
This is Clint.
Hi, Clint. I'm a helpful Honda person. You know, the people in the blue shirts. And I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness. We heard you could use our help paying for daycare.
Me and my daughter's mother, we've been kind of struggling. Her mom's been in and out of the hospital, so she's missed a ton of work.
Mm-hmm.
Just been a little bit tighter on money, not only medical bills, but our daughter's daycare is one of the higher bills that we pay. We put her first before everything.
Sure.
And if we could even get any type of assistance, it'd be such a blessing.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We are going to pay for 8 weeks of your daughter's daycare.
Wow, that would be phenomenal. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Today we helped a family, and during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable award-winning Honda, like the CR-V, 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Clint is a real person and was paid to be on the radio. The 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year includes the full Honda CR-V lineup.
105.3 The Fan and the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill inside the Omni Dallas are teaming up for one of the top cornhole tournaments in the country. $3,000 to the winning team. It's Saturday, September 1st from 2 to 8 on the Pegasus lawn at the Omni. Free registration for your 2-person team at 1053thefan.com/cornhole.
Presented in part by Metro PCS and Visit Florida.
What's up, guys? Sean Strafe here. It's summertime, and you've got a decision to make. Keep feeling the same, lack of energy, constantly tired, or stop suffering and call the Men's T Clinic. They help me, and they can help you, too. You'll sit with a medical professional who will help come up with a plan for you. And treatment is covered by most insurance. 3 locations conveniently located across the Metroplex. There's no excuse. Go to Men's T Clinic and get your numbers checked today. Call 1-800-246-LOW-T.
Men's T Clinic, 1-800
800-246-OT. Men'sTClinic.com.
This segment of the Ben and Skin Show is brought to you by Ruben and Associates. If credit card companies are blowing up your phone, then do what more fan listeners do. Make the free call to Mark Rubin at 1-800-LAWYERS. Look, Mark can fix it. He'll stop all the harassing collection calls and all the stress because for 24 years, he's been Dallas-Fort Worth's go-to guy. So get your credit under control with Mark Rubin at 1-800-LAWYERS and Rubin and Associates.
All right. Thank you, Reggie. It's the Ben and Skin Show, 105.3 The Fan.
Yep.
Coming up later in this segment, I've got some important Oxnard practice schedule dates I want to go over with you. But on line 3 right now, we're taking calls on a Sunday, 877-881-1053. And I believe Scott in Frisco wants to weigh in. Scott, what's going on, brother? What you got?
How you boys doing out there?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Doing great. Getting ready to mow the yard and get some stuff done.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, sir. I wanted to tell you, I was formerly Tyson Chandler's private chef.
I know this guy.
Guys, I've talked to you guys a couple times. And when I listen to all the segments across the board with you guys, I'm constantly hearing stuff about food. We need to do a segment. Let's rock and roll. Let's talk sports. Let's talk food. Turn people on. What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. But so it's sports, food, and turning them on sexually?
Well, that's kind of a part of food, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, is that how is that a part of
your old
food?
lady out.
Okay, right.
We could talk nutrition. We can turn on premier grillers. We can turn on the folks that are looking to go to fantastic restaurants and have fun.
Okay, yeah.
And
so
then we can talk about some athletes.
we are
and how
kind
they
of
eat.
foodies a little bit. And we are food snobs, and we like good food. So I could see, we could get into some food talk. Are you thinking of like a podcast?
Well, I'm thinking that we maybe do 3 minutes a week on some segment, and we talk about food, and we talk about where people need to go, and we build sponsorship and marketing dollars.
Oh, okay. So
And
you're
spread
basically
the love.
you're just looking for an opportunity for us to line your pockets, aren't you, Scott?
No, I don't want any money. I'll do it for free.
Whoa.
I'm busy enough.
Okay.
If you make time for me, I'll do it for absolutely nothing. This is about awesomeness.
This is about
food.
awesomeness.
This is about barbecue.
Hey,
This
what
is about
here's your first
local food.
Here's your first opportunity. Explain the eggplant. What's the deal with that?
It's a good
Well,
question.
there's two kinds that there's a big fat daddy, and they're kind of bitter, and then there's Japanese eggplant, which is a little smaller, less seeds, kind of more like the shape of a zucchini or squash. You slice those bad boys out thin, man, they're just delicious. Lightly fry them. You can even smoke them a little bit.
What's the healthiest fried food?
Huh. Well, I think you need to use one of those air fryers, and that's the healthiest way to fry, really. But I'm not sure if there's a whole bunch of healthy fried foods. But I think that what we really need to discuss is great fried food that sticks to you a little bit.
Like
it.
Like chicken fried steak?
Chicken fried steak, chicken fried chicken, chicken fried lobster, chicken fried avocado stuffed with crab.
Chicken parmesan?
I love chicken parmesan.
Chicky
Love
parm parm?
How about sticky chicky?
Oh.
How about Texican chicken?
Woo, girl.
Are you guys in Oxnard?
Yeah.
Okay. If you figure out how to get a hold of me, there's a restaurant there. I'm not going to pitch it, but I used to run it. And if you guys want to go for yourselves to have a bite to eat, you put me on your phone with your guy. I'll give you my cell. It's 805 is my cell. And you guys will go there and get comped.
Okay, so what we're going to do is Reggie he's going to put you on hold, and Reggie will get your information, and then we'll holler at you.
All right, boys.
And
We all
that's
be
very
good.
nice
Have a
of you.
great time, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, hey, we love Tyson Chandler too, man.
Oh, he's just a wonderful man.
Best. Thanks, brother.
Bye,
care.
Scott.
See ya. Nice guy.
Quick go ahead. No, I just wanted to comment. I thought that went really well.
I do too.
Quick update on the golf match.
Yep.
Koepka still leads at 14, but Tiger birdied after Gary Woodland damaged the hole. They came out and cut a new hole. Tiger still made birdie, and he's 2 back. Okay.
With how many?
Along with Adam Scott, the famous actor who played Derek and Step Brothers.
Yep.
Party Down, Eastbound and Down. You guys seen him on a lot of stuff. Parks and Rec, all that stuff. Adam Scott and Tiger 2 back. Tiger is now close to the pin on his next hole, and the crowd is going ape-ass.
Wow.
Apparently, one guy took his shirt off.
Okay. That's pretty good golf update.
That's your update. What's TV Tim doing? I'd like to get him on.
He's probably there, right?
Hey,
he's probably there on the feet on the ground.
we got a couple
following the
following
the tour.
We got a couple more
I
calls.
don't have
we
radio
can,
obligations.
we can get to.
Tim was on this morning.
But before we do that, because I want Reggie to get that guy's information, I want to give you guys some of the schedule this week.
Oh, just so you know, that guy hung up before I could even get his information.
Oh my God! Why'd
Scott.
you hang up, Scott?
Scott, call back.
He wasn't sincere about his offer. He just wanted to get our
told us
minds going about that.
Area code of his cell phone.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we talked to Scott, area code 805. He said he'd get us comped.
But he's legit because that's the name of a good beer out here, and that's the area code.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's legit. So Monday, these are all Oxnard times. There's a walkthrough at 10:30 in the morning. Coach Garrett will be around noon Oxnard time, and then practice at 4. Tuesday is a player off day, so there's no availability.
Okay.
Wednesday will be the exact same schedule as Monday, but it'll be on Wednesday.
Okay.
Thursday, slight change. Practice at 10:30, Coach Garrett at noon, and then a 5 o'clock walkthrough. So that'll be happening. It'll start once we get off the air. Friday, they break camp in Oxnard, return to Dallas. And then Saturday, 6 o'clock Central Time, Cowboys versus the Cincinnati Reds. And
That's the Bengals.
Preseason football.
Not the Reds.
That'll be on Saturday.
Right. Joey Votto running
Yes.
posts.
Yep.
You get your teams
Hell of
and
a-
leagues figured out
Yeah.
there. That's the Bengals.
That's Central Domestic Time.
The host of a sports talk show, a very popular sports talk show, and you don't know that the Reds and the Bengals are two different franchises.
Award-winning sports talk show. Let's go to the phones. Reggie's been working. Oh, by the way, thought of another one of my favorite Radiohead songs.
Okay.
All I Need.
It's a great
Oh
song.
my God!
Fan. Sometimes
Now there's
I-
not enough time in the day to dissect that song and what it means to me. I mean, I will go home and cry underneath the coffee table if I hear that song.
Inconsolably. Who do we have, Reggie?
Let's go to Leonis in Cleveland.
Oh, Leonis Martin. Leonis in Cleveland. It is Leonis Martin.
It's exciting.
I got 3 questions.
Yes.
I've never been anyone's personal chef. Is that okay?
It's totally fine, Leonis.
Okay, good. My first question is, can you please name the Rangers lineup in 2023? My second question is, who decides who goes out to dinner when you guys go out to dinner? And my third question that I have to ask you guys is, have you seen anything in practice that tells you the Cowboys are going to go 16-0?
Thank you, Leonis.
Thank you, Leonis. Ben, why don't you take the middle question?
Which one was that?
That was the one about who decides where
Oh,
we go
yeah.
to dinner when we all go out to dinner.
Yeah, I don't know. We just kind of start throwing stuff out there and figure it out. It's kind of tough with KT because he only eats potatoes.
Yep.
So he's on an all potato diet.
We usually just get in a car and drive until we find
Till we run out of gas.
kind of find a rundown Mexican restaurant.
He'll KT will smoke an eggplant on you too,
Yes,
like
he
Scott
will.
suggested
He
earlier.
will do.
I'm a pickle guy too.
But I will say, since we've been working with young Kevin Turner, I feel like we've opened his eyes to a lot of different types of food, like sushi. He wasn't a big sushi guy.
Yep.
Tiger for birdie.
Oh God, hold on. Everybody shut up.
This would put him one back of the lead. The putt is tracking towards the hole.
Oh gosh, Tiger.
And it's in the hole.
Oh!
His hand is up.
Yes!
Tiger's in the run.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Oh,
And the crowd's going wild. Another guy took his shirt off. Another guy not wearing a shirt. And wait, he just went to autograph some girl's boobs.
Oh,
Tiger
oh.
down by 1 in the PGA Championship. In fact, what's crazy is that his Tiger head cover just started jumping up and down like it was Tigger.
Really?
Now he's going to 14. He's got 5 holes left. Koepka leads 14 under, and he is on 12.
Uh-huh.
Koepka 14, Tiger 13. It's going down, boys. It's going down.
Koepka's in the group behind Tiger,
He
or
is-
2 behind?
He is looking at the golf ball with fury.
Oh,
This could be the biggest sports story since, of course,
the last big
sports
story.
the Pete Rose thing. The Mars shot. that was
Going
just a-
down tonight. We're gonna golf it up. Got Tiger and he's approaching the cup.
Keep going. I like this.
That's all I got.
Do you have a fourth Radiohead song?
I'd need to probably review some of it.
Don't
give me a minute to get back to you on that. Do we have any calls?
Oh, we got a lot of calls.
Because we're taking calls today, 877-881-1053, a
Your
Sunday
calls.
show live from Oxnard, California. Reggie, who do we have?
Reggie?
I mean, who do you want to have? Who do you want to talk to? I'm sending you.
Oh yeah, just pick anyone.
Yeah, just pull one up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just don't pull up that guy who wants to talk about Canelo.
All right, cool. Let's talk let's talk to Greg in the colony.
Hey, Greg. What's up, Greg?
What's up with Luca's number 77, and Van Der Esch's mom or Luca's mom? Go.
I haven't seen any footage.
No.
Of the North American woman he was speaking on.
I'm a fan of most moms.
I mean, I think they're both probably good mothers. I mean, to keep their kids on
Hydrated.
the right track and into professional sports,
Right.
I really think it would be offensive to choose one. They've both
Right.
done a great job
Both
of mothering.
been fantastic moms.
So are you worried, Ben, that we've talked about Luka doesn't have dynamic athleticism? Are you worried that 77 is going to make him more Euro and slower?
No, I love that he's wearing 77. He makes it look good. It's hard to make that look good. And I like how hardcore Euro it is.
It's so Euro.
It's the most Euro ever.
It's like his name should be Teledovic.
He's got all the different symbols on his name and stuff too. How many does he have back there?
Lots of them.
I mean, it's like it's fantastic. I love how Euro he is. And no, I'm not worried about athleticism with him. I mean, if you just watch what he does, in the highlights, it's incredible. It's going to take some time. I'm going to be patient, and you should expect some growing pains. But I haven't been this excited about anything sports wise in a long time.
Yeah.
Quick update on the golf tournament. Tiger just hit it into a jungle.
Oh my God!
About 3 miles off the course.
Why does he just not use his driver? He can't hit a fairway.
He's in. Yeah, you're right. He put his driver up though, and he did that with his iron to try to control it.
He
hit it in the jungle. I mean, he's off. Like you have to get. He's going to have to get on an all-terrain vehicle and drive over hills and mounds to find this ball.
That is not good.
It does not play well for the drama that we were working on having.
And there's dangers in the jungle that Bear Grylls has told me about. Tarantulas.
What do you do
black
in those
widows,
situations?
Snakes. Sometimes you can kill a snake. If you get dehydrated, you can urinate into the skin of this hollowed out snake.
I've heard that.
And then consume it if it's a dire rehydration situation that you're in need of.
Hey, we have a very important call we need to get to, guys.
Yeah, quick update on the golf tournament. Adam Scott with a birdie. Okay, despite all his TV roles, he is now 13 under, one back of Koepka.
Okay,
huge.
Koepka for birdie.
Yeah,
missed it like a.
Don't cuss. No cuss.
Koepka missed.
Tiger 14. Tiger 13. Scott 13. Koepka 14.
Did Koepka just miss?
He missed his birdie putt.
Let's go to.
He's now crushing a Michelob Ultra.
Let's go to Ryan in Plano, Reggie. Ryan in Plano on line 3. You're on our Sunday sports special.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hey.
Good. I don't really have any sports related questions. Just wanted to first thank you guys for being on the radio on a Sunday. It's always awesome listening to you guys during the week. But
we love doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually work at a restaurant up in Louisville owned by Josh Babb. I know you guys know that guy. Yeah. So I know you guys came out. You did a radio show when we first opened, but Ben actually did his fantasy football draft over in the Speakeasy. I was wondering if he was going to do it again this year.
Yeah, we had a great fan. I mean, and that's one of the real mysteries of the universe, where you should have your fantasy draft. You want to have it somewhere where you can have a party that extends deep into the evening.
Mm-hmm.
I like it to be a situation where you're welcome to bring a date.
Oh yeah.
Just have them go having fun somewhere else. Like turn it into a giant party, but the guys just go off to have their fantasy draft somewhere. That was cool because there was a lot of different places in that location, the Speakeasy being one.
That's another mystery of the world too, is how do you get in the Speakeasy?
Yeah, you got to have a code word in the phone booth when you pick up the phone. But no, I don't think we've decided where we're going to have the highly prestigious Landry Cup draft this year. A lot of people asking questions about the Landry Cup, one of the most highly rated fantasy football leagues in all of America. Who rates those?
What about the fan draft?
That's also a league. Who rates the leagues? Oh, the International Fantasy Football Alliance.
What's their website?
It's gonffc.com. Andy Alberth is doing incredible work over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fan league is honestly, it's not that respected of a league.
It is too.
It is not. There's just the rules are terrible. No one makes trades. It's not a sexy league. It's not a high-profile league. There's not a lot of trash talking that goes on. It's real unfortunate. I think if you could remove Roy White as commissioner, you'd be on your way to making some real positive changes.
All right, coming up next, we'll look at the pluses and minuses of Roy as a commissioner right here on the Sports Sunday Special on Intercom Radio.
Cowboys Bengals Saturday, pregame at 3, kickoff at 6. Brought to you by Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant. Go all in. Visit ChoctawCasinos.com.
Do one thing to protect the environment. Here's Kenny Chesney with his one thing.
For a lot of years, I've been a part of rebuilding man-made coral reefs, and we've been doing that for the last several years. We've made a concrete reef in the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida, and there's a few more that we're going to do. And so that's something that I'm very passionate about, that I think is important, because slowly but surely these natural reefs are getting beat up, and they're a lifeline to marine life.
It all starts with just one thing. Find tips and more at onethingus.com. What's your one thing?
Oh, it's so quiet around here now that David's gone back to college.
Yeah, I'm just glad he got a new iPhone when we bought ours at T-Mobile.
Definitely. Hey, let's check out his feed and see what he's up to. Oh, look, here's a photo of him in the library. Oh, he's so studious.
Yeah, and there he is in the quad hanging with his friends. See, he's doing fine.
Oh, look, David just posted a new video. Oh, that is David.
Yeah.
What is he? Is that safe? Can we still ground him?
No, but maybe we should unfollow him.
It's that time of year when kids head off to college. So join T-Mobile and keep the whole family in touch. Because now when you buy one iPhone 8 and trade in your old phone, you get an iPhone 8 on us after rebate. Visit a T-Mobile store or call 1-800-T-Mobile today.
If you cancel, remaining balance is due, plus tax for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying trade-in, port-in, service, and finance agreements required. $29.17 a month times 24, total $700. 0% APR, allow 8 weeks.
Baby Doll Saloon Dallas. The legend lives on. Sunday fun days all summer at Baby Doll Saloon. Part of the celebration this year will be the interactive wet t-shirt contest every Sunday in July and August. Customers get to water the girls' t-shirts, and contestants will show off their best assets. And you get to be part of the fun. Baby Doll Saloon is legendary. This year marks the 40th anniversary of this very fun establishment. Join us for our 70s-inspired casino party with prizes all day and free buffet, Thursday, August 2nd. All pay-per-view UFC and boxing is always at Baby Dolls. Never an upcharge to see the fights here. Remember Baby Doll Saloon. The legend lives on. Baby Doll Saloon, 10250 Shady Trail in Dallas, and babydolls.com. For all the latest info, text Baby Dolls to 41411. That's Baby Dolls to 41411. Get in free anytime with current sports ticket stub and free lunch weekdays 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Buying a new car doesn't mean you're marrying it. So why does it feel like such a lifetime commitment when you drive a new car off the lot? At Hyundai, it's now possible to exchange your new Hyundai for another new Hyundai vehicle for up to 3 days after purchase. We call it 3-Day Worry-Free Exchange, and it's just one part of our all-new Shopper Assurance program, designed to save you time, hassle, and headache. Car buying made easier. It's possible with Hyundai Shopper Assurance. Original Hyundai vehicle must be returned in like-new condition and have been driven fewer than 300 miles. Additional costs may apply to exchanges for a vehicle of greater value. Visit HyundaiUSA.com/shopper assurance for program details.
The AdvoCare Champions Festival presented by the U.S. Army is coming to Lake Meridian in Arlington Labor Day weekend. Celebrate our military and first responders as we kick off the college football weekend. Champions Festival, Saturday, September 1st at Lake Meridian. Tickets at championsfest.com.
Jeff Kavanaugh here for My Computer Career. Is your job sucking the life out of you? Wake up. You can do something else. Information technology. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a math and science guy or gal. No problem. No excuses. It's not rocket science. It's My Computer Career. If you don't absolutely love what you do, go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. mycomputercareer.edu. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
Woo! Uh-huh. Hey. Sunday afternoon on the Fan. It's the Ben and Skin Show.
Yes.
with KT. And Reggie's in for Shippy. Shippy at home, nursing.
What's he nursing?
Well, that's really up for your imagination.
Like
We're
he's-
here.
I'm sorry. He's
Yeah.
nursing a baby animal, or are you saying he's nursing an injury, or he's actually wearing a nurse outfit?
Yeah, he's at home wearing a nurse outfit.
Okay, that makes more sense.
He
Well,
could
he's-
be getting some milk somewhere.
I'd love it if Shippy calls in.
I'd love Shippy to call in too.
Shippy?
But I want him to be listening and call in.
Right.
I don't want to like tell him what
Yeah.
to do.
He's usually
'cause
not
that's less
up.
organic.
He's not up on a Sunday at this time.
No.
Now we're live at the tennis courts in Oxnard for Cowboys training camp. Cowboys have practice in a couple hours.
Yep.
We're going to be hanging out with that all week, having you covered with Cowboys training camp the way you deserve it as a listener of 105.3 The Fan.
Have it your way.
If I was Adam Scott is birdied and he has tied Brooks Koepka at 14 under. Yes. Tiger won back. Koepka and Scott at 14 under. Two of the hottest guys I've ever seen.
Where's Rom?
Koepka for birdie on 50.
Am I still in this thing?
Koepka for birdie in the lead.
I'm out,
Koepka
then.
misses the birdie putt. He stays at 14.
Okay.
Adam Scott's at 14. Tiger's at 13. Dujo, your guy, Ben, Dustin Johnson, out of the mix. Out of the mix. Dujo.
What can he do to get back in?
Jojo D.
Let's get Jody Dean on.
I'd like to rebuy him.
Now it's 4:41 if you're listening back home in the great state of Texas, or if you're listening on your radio.com app. The time that you have is whatever time zone you're in. I want to get into a story, guys, a big story. I don't know if you've seen this. I've had it in the email for about 6 weeks now, and we're just now getting to it on
Really?
Sunday afternoon.
I'd like to talk about it first.
A study from the University of Oxford says that women with larger than average butts are not only increasingly intelligent, but also very resistant to chronic illnesses.
Okay.
So if maybe the woman in your life, or maybe some of your female friends, have big butts and they're telling you the truth about it, then they are smarter. So don't try to pull something quick on a girl with big butts.
What?
Hello, officer. I don't understand the report.
Okay, so based on what those scientists are telling you, KT, does that mean if you were to compliment a woman for having a gorgeous, bulbous, giant rump, it would
Explain
really
bulbous.
you would really be complimenting her intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she might have said something extremely witty at the time that might have
and apparently, according to the report, also her ability to overcome sickness.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
What's
like,
she
hey,
storing in there?
You're like saying, hey, you're really resilient.
Is it brain matter or is it like vitamin C?
Probably
both.
Probably brain matter.
Maybe orange brain matter.
Could be some antioxidants.
Tiger for par bogeys. He's down to 12 now. So he's 2 back.
Where's Rom?
And those two guys that had their shirts off earlier put their shirts back on.
No.
Oh, wow.
Well, to help him out, because he wants you to change shirts.
Yeah, he's a big shirt changer.
So the results found that women with bigger backsides tend to have lower levels of cholesterol and are more likely to produce hormones to metabolize sugar. So those hormones, if you got a big butt, makes your upper body stay toned. And have you noticed that women are now doing this whole thing? I think it's the Instagram model culture that we're in, where things are real tied up top and all the women are trying to get big butts.
Was that a question?
I asked
I
you.
think that was a question. He said, have you noticed? So you're saying that on Instagram, women are putting big butts out there.
I think there's a culture of trying to get a bigger butt and like a tighter upper.
What was that? To be honest with you guys about something.
Yeah.
I like big butts.
Okay.
I can't lie.
Don't.
Guys like yourselves, you can't deny
okay,
that when a girl walks by with an itty bitty waist
and
a big round thing in your face, you guys get sprung. Right? Am I right, guys?
What does that mean when you say sprung? Is that like aroused?
Because you notice that butt was stuffed.
Uh-huh.
Deep in the jeans she's wearing. I don't know how you feel. You're hooked and you just can't stop staring.
Yep.
Oh, baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. It's something you might say to yourself.
Were you talking to me or KT?
Both of you. I'm saying you might say that to yourself as you're looking on. And look, you guys are my homeboys. You've tried to warn me.
I pulled you aside.
But that butt she's got makes me so hungry. I'm real hungry. I'm kind of hungry right now.
Starving.
What's for dinner, guys? Who's
So
going to
anyway,
decide once we get in the car?
Quick reminder, 877-881-1053 if you want to contribute to this.
Women with bigger butts have decreased stress because their butt takes all the stress levels.
I just think it's because men want them to have a great life.
They pay attention better. And it's proven in this study that women with bigger butts don't get addicted to their cell phone so much.
What is the baseline for this?
They have better memory, too. They
Can I
don't
say
forget
something?
things.
Yeah.
I'm tired of magazines
Okay.
saying flat butts are the thing.
Yep.
You take the average man and you ask him that.
Mm-hmm. What's over there?
She's got to pack much back. You know what I'm saying, fellas?
Do you understand what he's saying?
Fellas.
We're the fellas here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's talking to us.
You guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
Has your girlfriend, has your wife or girlfriend got the butt?
Like she's getting my butt.
I'm
going to back into
in that
her.
case, I would have the
Tell
butt.
them to shake it. Shake it. Shake that healthy butt.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry, your daughter had to hear that.
Sir,
I'm offended.
I like
by
to
this
mix
story.
a lot of things into the things I do as a broadcaster.
Why do you keep looking at your computer screen as you address us?
So you guys,
Reggie?
did you guys get snipped?
What do you mean? Vasectomy? Or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got my vasectomy, I think
you see
during my son's birth.
You see the smoke?
Yeah. No.
During the birth.
During the birth?
Yeah.
You just wanted to time it out?
I was in a table next to her.
With soldering iron?
As soon as like his head popped out, I was like, all right, go ahead and snip that.
You know, I'm wondering about the lyrics to this song. Do you think they invited Sir Mix-a-Lot to the White House? Hey, congratulations on this amazing poem you've written. We'd like to host you at the White House. I mean, think about what he's saying.
He looked at him. He looked at him. Goes, scratch his chin.
Whoopsh, whoopsh.
As long as Janet Reno's going to be there.
Oh my
At that
God.
time that came out, that might have been Senior that was in the White House.
If it was Clinton, he would have been there for sure. High five.
Hey, Sir Mix-a-Lot, I heard a lot about what you're doing. I think it's pretty good.
One of my favorite songs.
It's great.
And
Are
answer
you
your question.
sniffed, Ben?
No.
Just ignore Hillary. She's
No.
like sticking in the bud.
It's I've looked into it, but honestly, when I was gonna go, I was just about to set an appointment to go get snipped, and my neighbor, he was a big time runner. All right, he was always entering these like marathons and stuff.
Me too.
Oh yes, Usain Bolt.
And he went in to get snipped, and he got a staph infection. That
Whoa.
settled in his knee.
Oh,
somehow during the procedure, he had one of those infections jumped in his body. And it settled in his knee, and the acid ate away his knee, and he was never able to run again. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I've been looking for an excuse to never run again.
Yeah. So I just don't know if I don't know if I want to do it now because I'm afraid of.
Well, that could be anything though, right? Like that's just, you're kind of what I think the path you're going down is no surgeries unless you absolutely, no elective surgeries.
Right.
Right. Because that's what a vasectomy is, an elective surgery. So the staph infection had nothing to do with the doctor taking the blowtorch to the bag. It had to do with.
Don't say bag.
That's what it was. He basically opened up my speed bag and went in there and rerouted a couple things.
Speed bag.
How does that fix it?
I looked down there and he was doing.
They were playing the Rocky song,
and so the thing is he had numbed it, so I had no idea that was happening down there. You know what happened?
You see the smoke though, right?
Yes.
And the
sparks. The other thing too, though, is you feel a tug.
Oh. So
no joke. You feel a tug.
Really?
Because what he's doing
Does that cost extra?
No. It's part of the deal.
Oh, nice.
They roll it in. So they're slicing the, what is that called? Is that the vas deferens? Is that what that thing
gonads?
is called? No, I think it's
coconuts.
There's a wire or something in there, and then they cap it off, and then the stuff doesn't come together like Voltron anymore, and you're good to go. You're supposed to though go back and give them hot samples, so that they can make sure that they did the job right. And I never went back and did that.
By the way, this is continuing coverage of Ben and Skin live from Cowboys training camp. Myself, Skin, and KT are out here. Shippy, nowhere to be found. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He's been missing for a few weeks.
Because the nursing.
Thank you to DMS Roofing, Omni Frisco, Albertson's Tom Thumb, Dulce Vita Tequila, and Twin Peaks for getting us out here. And the phone lines are open. 877-881-1053. Reggie said he wanted to come in and answer calls today.
Okay.
So we've got him back at the studio. And in fact, I'm going to go to the last thing Reggie sent and just see if any of these people are still there. Is Trey and Forney there?
Nope.
Okay. How about, is anybody there, Reggie?
You got Mike in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Oh, let's take Mike in Fort Worth. And feel free to call in 877-881-1053. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Hey, I had a big smile on my face. You guys were talking about big butts, and then all of a sudden you start talking about vasectomy, and I had painful thoughts then. But listen, anyway, hey, Martellus Bennett made a statement when they got rid of Dennis that he believes the Cowboys are becoming too corporate. I tend to agree with him, man. Dennis Bryant is a passionate guy. He wears his feelings on his sleeve. There's a tendency, T.O. was the same way. There's a tendency when you get guys like that to see it as being a distraction in the locker room or causing trouble in the locker room. When in reality, what it is they're just passionate. You know, that's how, as an African American, that's how you basically grow up on the basketball court. Everybody's talking smack. Look at Muhammad Ali, Barry Bonds. You know, I don't tend to take that stuff as long as they're winning. But if you get out there and you start dropping passes and stuff, that's a different story. So my personal opinion, it wasn't all Dez's fault for them to get rid of him. On the field wise, you know, Dak was there. He wasn't open like Dak wanted him to be open. Tony didn't really care how open he was. He just threw the ball. Dez went up and got it. But the point is, they didn't have Ezekiel Elliott at the time. They didn't have a running game. And had they had a running game at the beginning of the year, that might have, been a little bit. Dez might have been a little bit more productive. But yeah, what's your opinion on that? I think that's Stephen Jones behind that. There's a tendency they are becoming a little too bit corporate. I tend to let that stuff slide as long as far as the player being real passionate, as long as they don't get in trouble with the police or legal problems. And if they're productive on the field, you got to let that stuff slide. What do you guys think?
Absolutely agree. Productive on the field, you let it slide. Hey, my Twitter timeline is going ham right now over Tiger. What's going on?
Just put it about 2 feet from the cup. He's going to tap it in, and he will go back to being one stroke behind Koepka and Adam Scott. Okay?
What hole? What hole?
He's on 15, I believe.
Wow.
And the shot that he just hit, they had a bunch of people outside a big scoreboard, and all these people just started throwing their hands up. And the two guys that put their shirt back on took their shirts back off
a second time.
So Koepka and Scott at 14, Tiger at 13. We'll have Taylor Stern on in a few minutes to discuss as we go down to the wire.
Hey, Reggie,
what's happening?
Do you have like everybody's number, like all the show hosts and stuff?
A good amount of them, yes.
Can you call Sean Sharif right quick?
Yeah, I'll make that happen for you.
See if you can pull him up. I'd love to get his thoughts.
Adam Scott's second shot on the par 4 14th. It's about 20 feet from the hole. He'll have a birdie putt for the lead.
Do you guys know what Reggie's Twitter handle is?
It's like at Reg, something or other.
Something.
Here it is.
I got it pulled up. At Reg, REG,
yeah,
ADETULA. His last name, Atatula.
Can you give me that again?
Reg Atatula.
I just want to make sure everyone who's at home has a chance to use this.
He almost dunked it. It's a foot from the cup.
Is that right?
Atatula.
I'm happy I'm not watching this. Reg, have you been able to pull Sean Sharif up yet?
He's trying to call him.
I'm efforting him currently.
Sean, generally not a guy who answers his phone.
I'm in the pool. I should have taken Tiger number 1 like I wanted to.
Dude, Brooks Koepka's going to win.
No, he's not. Why do you hate Tiger?
I
still think my guy Rom has an outside chance.
The entire world is pulling for Tiger right now. You know what's crazy? We talk about athletes and we'll always go back to things. The first, okay, never mind.
Joining us on the Dallas Cowboys hotline is Sean Sharif of Sean and RJ. Heard mornings on 105.3 The Fan of Intercom Radio. How you doing today, Sean?
Why are you calling me?
Dude,
I'm busy. I'm watching this golf tournament.
We need you to fill us in on what's going on because we're at Oxnard and we just wanted your insight.
No, you don't. You're just trying to bother people and irritate them, which you've done a great job of doing. Tiger is freaking on fire. KT is following it. I'm sure he's not doing anything. He's watching on his computer. He's live tweeting like a maniac.
Yep.
I'm trying to enjoy it. It's a leisurely Sunday. I have a cocktail. I'm sitting here watching Adam Scott with his dumb putter. What?
What are you sipping on?
Emergency. I saw them. Huh?
What are you sipping on?
Scissor.
Oh, a little scissor.
Purple Jack.
He's hanging out in his pool with Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, man. What?
We're just.
Aren't you up against the commercial clock? It's 4:55.
No, we don't have a lot of commercials today. We're at the tennis courts.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really fun out there. It's like 30-second commercial break.
We're,
they tell you you're going to do a 3-hour show, and it's like a 6-hour show.
We're at the tennis courts, and we can't see anything, and we can't follow the golf either. So we just wanted to touch base with you and see what's your reaction to it.
Well, my reaction is obviously the golf is awesome. It's amazing. And my other reaction is I'm irritated because I don't want to be talking to y'all. Get a wireless.
Why?
Go out on the field. Because this is awesome television. It's amazing.
Well, you can't, but be a good teammate.
It's awesome radio,
we
too.
Can't see it. We need you to be a good teammate and help us out. What are your eyeballs seeing?
Tiger is in a 3-way tie. Wait,
no, he's not.
First? Whoa.
He's behind Koepka and Scott. He's standing behind him. He's got hands on both of their shoulders.
Hey, Sean, what do you have coming up in the 9 o'clock hour tomorrow?
Tiger is -13. Oh, wait. Yeah, Kevin's right. Koepka and Scott are -14. Tiger -13. 9 o'clock. I don't know. I'm going to call one of you idiots to come on every day.
I'm happy to come on.
We're going to rotate every day.
I got a lot of good observations from camp.
You guys are going to come on 2 hours early every single day. I don't even want you on. I'm just going to do it to torture you.
Listen, every segment we do, KT goes into a story about how he's getting an invite from you to go to some party at your house. Skin and I never get those invites.
Never, not once.
Well, Skin is too cool. He never comes. He's always got some engagement. Ben's come one time in forever, and KT is about to be on the freeze out list too. He got irritated the other day. We were on a text chain. He goes, I'll pay money to get off this text chain. I was going to have a pool party yesterday. It was rainy. And then he goes, get me off of this. I'm like, there's nothing better to do.
Go watch Christopher Robin.
Stupid golf text chains nonstop. They go on that no one cares about. So, and as far as I'm concerned, all three of y'all are dead. Shippy is my only friend on that show.
Hey, I'm getting a pool out in Salina. And when I get my pool, if I invite you to a pool party, will you come all the way out to my house?
Yeah, if you give me a limo like you did that one time.
That was pretty awesome.
The Byron Jones party that we got the bartender.
Sean, hold on.
Tiger's on the tee shot on the par 3, 16th, 248 yards. It looks like he's going with a 4-iron. He's roped it. He likes it. The ball's coming in at an apex of 116 feet, and he's put it about 15 feet away from the cup. Tiger will putt for birdie and the tie for the lead.
All right, listen, coming up next, we'll either have Sean back on.
Oh, my God, you're so ahead of me. I just want to get off now.
Or we might replay the 4 o'clock hour. Can you jump on with us again next?
Man, it sounds like you guys are really putting a lot of effort in this. I'm just loving this weekend.
And we didn't get to the pluses and minuses of Roy as a fantasy.
Oh, yeah, we'll do the plus and minuses, Roy. We love you, man. Thanks for taking the time to jump on with us.
Follow the clock. You got a legal ID. Bye.
All right, we love you. Bye. There you go, Sean Sharif. Coming up next, we'll play some commercials.
The only way you can take the fan with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Hello?
Hi, Melissa. I'm a helpful Honda person. You know, the people in the blue shirts. And I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness.
Oh my God. That is so awesome.
We heard your organization could use our help.
Yes. I'm the director over at the Battered Women's Foundation, and we help women and children who are victims of domestic violence.
Wow.
We do have a food pantry, but since we've been limited on freezer space, it's hard for us to get more items to help our ladies and children.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We're going to get your organization a new freezer.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't even thank you enough right now. You weren't supposed to make me cry.
Today, we help someone help others. And during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable, award-winning Honda. Like the Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Melissa's a real person and was paid to be on the radio.
Tell me, when did the nightmares begin?
It was when Diamonds Direct opened up here.
Interesting.
Everything was going great in our jewelry store. We had awesome profit margins. We were knocking off the top designers with mass-produced rings and nobody cared. And we were able to get by with a bare-bones inventory. Then Diamonds Direct came along with more selection, better quality diamonds, and the real designer rings that all women are asking for. And actually no middleman prices. They turned our world upside down. It's awful.
If your jeweler is experiencing anxiety, it's because Diamonds Direct has disrupted their world with prices, selection, quality, education, warranties, and guarantees never before offered here. Before you make that purchase at the same old place, come make some new friends at Diamonds Direct.
Tell me more.
I mean, I have nightmares that everyone leaves us and only shops at Diamonds Direct.
I understand. Close your eyes and relax. I'll be right back.
Wait, where are you going? I'm not finished.
Diamonds Direct! Don't come!
Diamonds Direct. Get directions and store hours at diamondsdirect.com.
Since we've had USAA, we've had two claims. We had an auto insurance claim and a homeowner's claim. The auto insurance claim, we were rear-ended, and my daughter was actually in the car when it happened. I called USAA. I downloaded the app, and from there on out, it was a very seamless process. They really understood, and they were actually concerned about my daughter's well-being and her safety.
From the moment he uploaded the photos to taking the damaged vehicle to the auto body and having a rental car there, USAA understands the day-to-day life. This is our home. These are our cars. This is where we pick up our kids from school. This is how we get to work.
I feel USAA is very committed to getting you back on your feet. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Ability to receive a quote depends on membership eligibility. Product membership eligibility and bundling savings restrictions apply and are subject to change. Members paid for their participation. United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
You know the dreaded feeling, realizing you need to start car shopping. Well, thanks to D&M Leasing, car shopping in the heat is now a thing of the past. With D&M's Easy Lease, you'll make no down payment and save up to 50% versus buying. D&M offers any make, any model, and mileage forgiveness comes standard on every Easy Lease. Call D&M Leasing today at any local area code in 35 lease. That's 35LEASE, or visit dmautololeasing.com. The call is free. Not calling will cost you thousands.
We make leasing easy at D&M.
This is the exclusive home of your Rangers, 105.3 The Fan, KRLD FM HD1, Dallas Fort Worth.
A radio.com station.
Ben and Skin, it's your game right now.
The Turn It On, Leave It On continues with Richardson Homeboys, Ben and Skin, right here on The Fan.
They some bad boys.
Start time, boys, right now. You ready?
Ready? It's time to do it one more time.
Time to start the show where they throw haymakers. Coming from the city that played the playmaker. Try to come weekend, we'll rock your jaw back. Who you got? Stack them up with Aikman and Starback. Putting work with dirt, making haters desert. Ben and Skin going out like Spock and Kirk. Popular with skirts and those who recognize real. Tell them about our name, then we'll tell them how we feel.
All right, America is very excited for hour 2 of the Ben and Skin Sunday Sports Machine. We have me, we have Ben, we have Tizzle, and a very special guest here to break down the end of the PGA Championship as it happens live, as well as all things Dallas Cowboys football. It's Taylor Stern. Hello, Mrs. Stern.
This has been a dream of mine to do this with you guys. A dream come true to hang out with you guys. I thought I was Tizzle.
Oh, no, he's Tizzle. He's K Tizzle.
I didn't know that was your nickname.
I'm Stizzle.
No, she would be.
She's Stizzle.
She's Stizzle. You're Tizzle.
Yeah.
Would make a great duo.
Yeah. What are you seeing right now on your golf screen there, guys?
So right now what's happening is Koepka and Scott are at 14. Tiger's at 13 and wiping a vicious amount of sweat off his forehead.
Ooh.
Changing shirts.
Tiger's got 3 holes to play. Let me think here.
You just ran out of stuff already?
So 4 holes to play for Koepka and Adam Scott. Yeah,
Okay.
because they're in the last group. So
No one has said John Rahm in a while.
yeah, he's down there. And with a lot of the other guys, Justin Thomas fell off, Molinari fell off, Peters fell off. Yeah, so 14, and then Tiger 13, about to putt for birdie and the tie. And there are rumors that if he makes this birdie putt, a third guy there is going to take his shirt off. Because there's got the 2 that have been taking their shirt off every time something good happens.
That's a rumor circulating?
So Tiger for birdie. And I think we've collected everyone's attention around the tent here at the courts here in Oxnard.
Yes.
This place is ready to explode. I mean, the atmosphere out here at training camp is palpable.
Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier around in the front office area, and we were talking about Tiger getting back in there saying, thank goodness Sundays are getting exciting while we're waiting for football to be back.
Right.
So,
I like that.
You know, we have to have something, and Tiger's here to get us through.
All right, I want to ask you about something that we were just talking about. Jason Lake is here from Complexity.
Yes.
One of the big gaming outfits in Frisco, and they're here playing video games with all the players. What's going on with all this?
Yes, I think they have a little Call of Duty thing set up right now. I didn't even know the symbol, but it is out there. I'll show you.
Okay.
But tomorrow they're actually playing some of the players in Madden 19. So it could get heated, some intense emotions, reactions similar to KT watching Tiger.
He missed the birdie putt.
So they keep their shirt on or just
shirt back on.
shirt back on?
Yeah.
What
For
hole
the
is
2
that?
guys? Tiger's going to 17. Okay. So
Thing's over.
which is a par 5. It's a birdie hole.
Oh, that is. Yeah.
And Adam Scott just hit the ball into Jurassic Park. And I believe, Adam Scott is hitting. He's out in like a field. His second shot on 15. You know, if I was guessing, and I'm not doing play-by-play at all, he put it probably about 15 feet from the cup. But this is not live play-by-play.
Who's in Koepka's group? Is it Scott?
Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the 2 hot guys.
Is that accurate?
That's KT's.
The 2 hottest
analysis.
guys on tour.
Who are the hottest guys
They're
on
not
tour?
ugly. They're not ugly. Yeah, I would definitely say that. You know, I was actually talking to my boyfriend earlier about that. We're good like that. We can talk about that.
Absolutely.
And Adam Scott he's a snack, they would say.
He's an Australian snack mate.
Yeah, he has the accent.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your boyfriend. How long have you guys been dating?
Ooh, is this going to be this talk?
Yeah,
We've
you
been
brought it
dating
up.
for about a year and a half.
Year and a half.
How'd you guys meet?
On the dance floor at a wedding.
Hell
Yeah. Actually, remember Dan Skipper out here last year? He was the one who was kind of starting all those little fights in the O-line, D-line groups. It was his wedding.
Okay.
Okay. So it was his dancing. Was it ironic, funny, or was he like seriously getting it on the dance
No,
floor?
he is skilled. He has some serious skills.
Is he when you met him on the dance floor? Was he a better dancer than you, or about the same, or are you a little better?
I don't know. I mean, I did win a 4th grade dance contest, so if that gives you any idea of where I'm at in those standings,
Okay.
yeah.
Was he doing tap or hip hop or interpretive jazz or?
It was a lot of just kind of feeling the rhythm,
The
interpretive
Macarena?
dancing.
Yeah.
And then at what moment were you guys dancing with each other? Like you were dancing independently, and then all of a sudden you were dancing together?
I think it was just, maybe a slow song came on or
Endless
something
Love.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I was singing it. Yeah. You guys have seen Wedding Crashers.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but it was awesome. And then he lived in Little Rock at the time. Now he lives in Dallas.
Whoa.
It was different situations, but yeah.
The magnetic pull. You were like, if you want to date me, you're gonna have to live here.
Yeah, and it makes it really easy because he went to Arkansas, so I work with a lot of people who went to Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
So there's always something to talk about.
Okay. And is it pretty serious?
It's pretty serious
What does that mean?
that we like each other.
No, but I mean, like, all right, have you guys talked about the next stage?
I don't know. You guys are so
Well, you either know or you don't. Like, have you guys talked about whatever the next stage of your relationship is?
Yes.
Okay.
Going to Whataburger. Going to Chick-fil-A.
What is your go-to order at Whataburger?
Whataburger? I mean, it depends on what time of the day. That's very important.
3 a.m.
3 in the morning, then it's honey butter chicken biscuits.
I knew immediately. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't anyone?
Yes.
You wait until it turns 11 p.m. and then you're like, I have to go get.
Oh, I didn't realize that was on a. I thought you could
It's a
get all their
breakfast
stuff.
menu.
You can't get their stuff 24/7.
No, after 11 a.m. those go away.
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
You know your Whataburger.
I know it. Yes.
So what about your sister, the country singer?
Yes, she's doing well. She just actually, I should have sent you guys this. She got picked up. She's performing on a concert cruise with Brantley Gilbert and Luke Combs.
All right.
So she'll be leaving for that in October, and she's just killing it in Nashville.
How would you describe her sound?
Strong.
Okay.
Strong, very strong. And it's a funny story how she figured out that she could sing, and it kind of just shows where I'm at with my rhythm and everything. We got a karaoke machine when I was in 3rd grade. She was in 1st. And when you're young, you have little kids, they think they can do anything. And so I thought I could sing, and I was very optimistic about this career for myself. And I was singing and everything. And I noticed my parents always be like, hey, let Alex go next. Why don't you let Alex do this one? And sure enough, after that, she started taking voice lessons, and the rest is history.
I remember. I'm sorry. I remember telling I've told my kids this recently. So we had in elementary school, had our music teacher. My sister came before me, and she had a beautiful voice. And boy, I'd start singing. My music teacher would be like, "Oh no, just stop. You need to go home and listen to your sister sing." I was like, "What? Do I not? I can't sing." I had no idea. I had
What's
a terrible
wrong
voice.
with me?
Right? She let me know I had a terrible.
Guys,
voice.
quick golf update.
Yeah, please.
Tiger teeing off on the par 5 17th, and he hit it into a creek.
Oh, the dream is dead.
So yeah, it is dead. And
So now
Adam
it's-
Scott and Koepka still tied. They're
Right.
having a hot off. Oh wait, we found Tiger's ball. Oh my God, we found his ball, and it's in the mud. He has avoided the creek, so he won't have to take a drop. He's still in it. It's not over yet.
How is he
It's
in
not
it?
It's not over yet.
He can't. His first shot is terrible every time.
He pulled the driver back out, Ben, and he ripped it to the right, and then he threw a fit. He was actually crying. Tears of
Tiger.
pain and sadness were like actual tears. He was so mad. Koepka for birdie and the lead, and he just nailed it. Koepka's your leader at 15 under.
Wow.
Adam Scott 14 under. Tiger at 13 under, and in a creek. Tiger is looking for crawdads in a creek.
Did Scott already finished on 15 or
Yeah,
16?
he parred.
Okay.
So Koepka and Scott go to 16.
Okay.
Tiger's in a creek on 17.
Okay.
One back or two back of Koepka now.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Now I am offended. You guys had to play golf earlier. I mean, not had to. We're lucky to. But you had to finish at 17.
Yeah, because we had an interview with Connor Williams,
Ugh,
and so
football players, man.
yeah, and it was backed up. And so we finished 17, and the guys in front of us hadn't even teed off yet on 18, and we were running out of time. So we decided we had to, pull up stakes and get over here. It happens, but there's no practice on Tuesday. That's a good golf day.
Yeah.
Are you going to play any golf while you're out
I
here?
want to. I've been meaning to.
Why don't you play with us on Tuesday?
I would be honored to.
Bring it on.
Yeah. I know that we tried
Fair
to
enough.
play KT. That actually, thank you, KT. My boyfriend Alex, he was he filled in for you.
Oh, okay. Did he shoot in the mid 80s?
Yeah, he's very good.
Good.
He's very
That's about
good.
where I would have kept it, so that's good.
Yeah, he was thinking of you the whole time.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
I mean,
this
I
one's
never
for
met the
KT.
guy, but it seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, this one's for KT. That's just what he continually
Shout
said.
out to him.
Yeah.
Why don't we play golf sometime?
Yeah, are you more of a Patrick Reed guy, or what's your style?
My style? I don't know.
style
It's
is
hard for me to
impetuous.
describe my own style of golf.
Nice guy out there? Is he shushing the crowd?
No, he's very nice out there.
Yeah.
He's very nice out there. He's not an angry golfer.
No.
He's very good and was really good at one point in his life, but he can
A peak.
but yeah,
I
well
got burnt out.
he can channel into that every once in a while.
Yeah.
And so, but his expectations are always that he's at his best he's ever been.
Yeah.
But if he gets disappointed, it's like an internal hand grenade. You don't see anything outwardly.
I love that we're talking about me, but guys, I'm here to report that Tiger Woods is hitting second shot out of an area. Like if you have kids, you would not let them run wild in this area.
Snake infested.
Oh my God, there's
Snake
definitely
Lee out
snake-
there.
and he's ripped it out. His second shot on the par 5, so he's got it back out onto the fairway, and he's advanced it enough to where he can get on the green. He's got to go birdie,
Uh-huh.
but he's got a chance here.
Well,
He's
he has
not
to go for
dead.
it. He has no choice.
He's not dead
So
yet.
You're saying he can easily get on with his third shot?
No,
Or is it really tough?
it's going to be tough.
Okay.
He's Tiger though. We're talking to
Back
the
to
great
me.
Taylor Stern, DallasCowboys.com. A lot of talented people at DallasCowboys.com. We
there
have brought us all over our station. We got to ask you a serious question about somebody on DallasCowboys.com. What's Hellman's deal?
Where do I begin?
Yeah.
It's a deep and dark story, mainly. Mainly when I think of Hellman, immediately Evanescence starts playing in my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, he's a good guy. He keeps me kind of sane most days, but he also drives me nuts. I don't know. You guys unfortunately missed his outfit last week. I don't know if you saw it on
Saw
Twitter.
it on the Twitter.
Lakers.
I mean,
yeah,
What's his
LeBron.
deal?
Right?
do you not get enough attention at home?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
Machota
someone
doesn't pay him
ignoring
enough
you?
attention.
Yeah, Machota's ignoring him.
I saw it pop up on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, Zach Galifianakis is at camp." And then oh my God, that's Hellman. What is
There's
he doing?
so many doppelgangers for Dave out
Yeah.
there. I mean, I find someone new all the time. I'm like, oh, that guy could be Dave's brother. There's a guy from this band called Shane Smith and the Saints. His twin.
Really?
Yeah.
I get a Richard Dreyfuss vibe from him. Kind of from Jaws.
Yeah, it's out there like making a mashed potato castle.
Yeah.
He's just such a unique human being.
We have to go to break. You're welcome to stick around or go do something else. It's totally your call.
Well, I kind of feel like I should stick around until the end.
Golf here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Coming
I
up
mean-
next, we will get to the finale of the PGA Championship. We have Taylor Stern of DallasCowboys.com. That's next on 105.3 The Fan.
The one place to grab the fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
For all of our fan contest rules, go to 1053thefan.com/rules.
Brown Foundation Repair is so confident in their work, they'll give you one of the best warranties in the industry. Search Brown Foundation Repair reviews and see what their many satisfied customers have to say about their quality work. Brown Foundation Repair, 972-271-2621. BrownFoundationRepair.com.
We had just gotten home from vacation, and Richie had to go downstairs to grab something out of the dryer, and he had set foot in about 3 to 4 inches of water.
Well, what happened was the pressure relief valve for the hot water heater had failed, and it just leaked water while we were gone.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
With her being pregnant, the in-laws coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world. I called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. They took care of everything, A to Z. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Ability to receive a quote depends on membership eligibility. Product membership eligibility and bundling savings restrictions apply and are subject to change. Members paid for their participation. United Services Automobile Association and its affiliate, San Antonio, Texas.
We celebrate so many holidays throughout the year, like this one. And that one. There's even one for selfies. Ooh, but don't forget about celebrating sales tax holiday at Walmart starting August 10th in Texas. With Walmart's great value and no sales tax to pay, you save while stocking up for the whole fam. And while grabbing a little something for yourself, too. Hey, it is a holiday, so it's okay to celebrate. Hurry in and save this sales tax holiday at Walmart from August 10th to August 12th in Texas.
Hello, this is Clint.
Hi, Clint. I'm a Help Wanda person. You know, the people in the blue shirts. And I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness. We heard you could use our help paying for daycare.
Me and my daughter's mother, we've been kind of struggling. Her mom's been in and out of the hospital, so she's missed a ton of work.
Mhm.
Just been a little bit tighter on money, not only medical bills, but our daughter's daycare is one of the higher bills that we pay. We put her first before everything.
Sure.
And if we could even get any type of assistance, it'd be such a blessing.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We are going to pay for 8 weeks of your daughter's daycare.
Wow, that would be phenomenal. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Today, we helped a family. And during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable award-winning Honda, like the CRV, 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Clint is a real person and was paid to be on the radio. The 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year includes the full Honda CRV lineup.
DFW Restaurant Week announces FedEx Office as our new fourth course partner. Spend $10 at any FedEx office in DFW and request a fourth course certificate while supplies last. Redeem your free fourth course certificate during DFW Restaurant Week. Restaurants serving a fourth course are listed at dfwrestaurantweek.com.
Hey, Bennett Skin here for Get Mortgage Ready.
Does it seem like every time you're on Facebook or Instagram, you see pictures of homes that your friends bought and you think, hey, what about me? If you're tired of throwing money away on rent each month or living in your parents' house, visit getmortgageready.com and they'll show you how you can get into your very own home.
And Ben, there's so much misinformation floating around. Some people think they don't have enough money to buy or won't get approved. Well, stop guessing. Find out right now. Get Mortgage Ready has helped thousands of first-timers, and they want to help you too. Before you contact an agent or lender, head on over to getmortgageready.com and get your free mortgage readiness score. In just a few short minutes, you'll know if you're mortgage ready. And if you're not, they'll get you there. And once you're ready, that's where the fun really begins. They'll help you devise a strategy to come up with a down payment. They'll get you to the best agents and lenders. And the best part, they're going to show you how to save thousands of dollars in closing costs. If you're a first-time home buyer, you absolutely need to call GetMortgageReady.com at 214-692-5300. That's 692-5300 for GetMortgageReady.com.
This segment of the Ben and Skin Show, live from Oxnard, is brought to you by Ruben and Associates. If credit card companies are blowing up your phone, then do what more fan listeners do. Make the free call to Mark Rubin at 1-800-LAWYERS. Look, Mark can fix it. He'll stop all the harassing collection calls and all the stress because for 24 years, he's been Dallas-Fort Worth's go-to guy. So get your credit under control with Mark Rubin at 1-800-LAWYERS and Rubin and Associates.
Thank you, Reggie Atatula. It's the Ben Skin Show, 105.3 The Fan with Kevin KT Turner coming to you live from Oxnard, California. Cowboys Training Camp 2018 starts today for us, a special Sunday edition of the Ben Skin Show. Brought to you by DMS Roofing, Omni Frisco, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, Dulce Vita Tequila, and of course, Twin Peaks. And we're having a good old time out here. Cowboys fitting to get their practice on. We'll have some stuff out there live on the sideline covering that. Mike Fisher will join us out there, wireless from the sidelines. Joining us right now from DallasCowboys.com, the wickedly talented Taylor Stern. So we're super honored to have you here with us. And we're monitoring the PGA Championship. And here with an update is Kevin Turner.
Brooks Koepka for birdie on the par 3 16th. He's about 8 feet away. You can see his biceps raging from his tight T-shirt. And he's drained it right down the middle. He doesn't give a damn about golf, but he now has a 2-stroke lead as we go to the 17th. It's Brooks Koepka at 16 under, Adam Scott at 14 under, and Tiger Woods at 13 under.
That was pretty impressive.
That's good.
Golf clapping for you.
It's over. Tiger's out.
Tiger has gone ahead and done himself in.
Did he par the 17?
If he can jar it from
he's got to jar it from the sand.
Yeah, if he can jar it.
And then eagle on 18.
He's got
Tiger's done.
You guys know, like, Tiger just cusses himself out after he misses something.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you just did that during your regular day.
All the time.
Like, it's so aggressive. It's so unnecessary, but hilarious.
Do you cuss on the golf course?
No, I keep it very calm.
What makes you cuss?
Cuss in life?
Dave Hellman. Dave Hellman. No, I keep it good. I keep it under wraps, you know?
There's nothing that pulls you off sides and you're dropping a GMF, MBD.
I don't know, a good football game, a Bryant drop.
But do you cuss in fun times? Like, I know people like cuss in anger. Do you cuss in fun times or got a joke? A happy cuss?
I don't know.
Probably not, yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
she seems like she doesn't cuss a lot, guys.
Yeah.
I can't stop cussing. I'm a cussing machine.
I think
is that what they call you?
Yeah, well, no.
Tizzle and cussing machine?
Cuss man.
Cuss
factory.
Does Cat cuss?
Not really. I don't think so.
Man, my wife has a potty mouth.
Really?
Yes.
You know, it's interesting. I don't think she does, but she's always surrounded by children.
That helps things, you know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were driving around yesterday listening to a Mobb Deep song that my wife put on, and it had like D-Riding and all this stuff in it. And I was like, well, okay, kids.
Welcome.
I guess mommy wants you to cuss words. My son goes, I like hearing them.
Tell me more about your son. Is he just a renegade?
He's a pretty funny little fart.
Yeah.
He's got a very outlandish personality. Well, you know what? It comes and goes. Like when he's around people that he's comfortable with, he's very outgoing. Sometimes he gets a little apprehensive around people he doesn't know. But once he gets to know you, he's out there, man. He's a character.
Yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to be on the sidelines at practice today. I think you'll bring the energy that we've been missing.
It's been missing. Okay, so
We've
is it
been
missing
that.
because obviously because of Dez, but also Orlando Skandrick is not as much chirping, not as much energy?
No.
What's going on out there?
Not as much chirping. You're correct in that. I mean, you guys were here. Were you here 2 years ago when the "you can't cover me, you can't cover me"? That was epic.
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Yes, I forgot the name of the it's Patton or the Oklahoma State cornerback. What was that guy's name?
Yeah, his name was
forgot the name of the Oklahoma State cornerback.
Fez. Fez?
I can't
No,
remember his
Dez. Yeah, no, Dez over Mo Claiborne. They always had good times together. It was like when they came out to training camp, it was one-on-one. There just isn't that kind of competition right now.
Is it because the offense can't compete with the defense?
No. Are you saying that you think the defense is just light years ahead?
I do.
You do?
Passing game wise, I mean, I like the Cowboys secondary far more than I like their receiving core.
Okay, so if you're talking about the secondary, then obviously you're loving that Richard is just wearing the cleats, just running with them.
I feel like he's the one who's filled the gap. I mean,
Yes,
we
he
just got
is.
here, but from what I've read and watched, it sounds like he's the one who's filling the energy gap more than anyone.
He's insane out there. You're going to love it. I mean, 2 weeks ago, you know when they do that O-line, D-line kind of one-on-one, and usually the DBs and maybe I don't know if it's who they set him up with, but the DBs are right behind him. Well, one guy picked a receiver off or picked Blake Jarwin off. He's running to go score a touchdown. Just Richard just yelling at him, go through the drill, go through the drill. So he runs through the O-line drill to score the touchdown.
That's great.
It was insane.
Richard, better get ready for today because Sanjay's got me running with the threes.
Oh.
So I'm going to bring a little energy to the practice today.
Wow, that's exciting.
Working in the wide receiver mix.
Yeah.
You can play me inside or outside too.
Yeah. Are you
Move
guys
around.
on the Earl Thomas train?
Next year.
I am.
You're wanting that?
Next
Why
year.
next year?
I ain't trading draft picks. You know me, girl. Ain't trading draft picks.
You gotta watch something with
honestly,
Broadus, right?
We gotta have draft picks.
It comes down to this. It comes down to if you have confidence in this passing game.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have confidence in this passing game, this offense might get bottled up some, and then it's not their year. They're not, a safety away. But if you feel like they're going to be able to score points and they're going to be able to pass the ball, then yeah, because I don't want to waste a year.
Yeah.
If you think you can contend this year, then hell yes, go get Earl Thomas. If you're not sure, I just don't know. We got a lot of question marks. Then to KT's point, hold on to the draft pick. So that's why I'm super curious about the passing attack.
Oh, I've liked it. I mean, Tavon Austin has come out here and he's like your Orlando Skandrick this year. He's got a giant chip on his shoulder. You will enjoy watching him. I mean, he was great in the blue-white scrimmage. He's got kind of just a little bit of an edge. He's super close to Alan Hearns already, which is unique.
Mm-hmm.
They have kind of their own little T-Will Dez relationship right there.
I heard Mickey talking about him being a lot more vocal than they knew about it.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
not a captain or anything like that, but he said, he told me that he, when he talks, people listen to him. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
has a feeling they need to talk more.
Yeah, he's edgy, but, he wants everyone to succeed. I don't know. I'm curious to see that because you guys all saw the pictures of the fishing trip that Dak went on when they were all training down in Orlando together.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time a quarterback and his receivers did that? I don't know what
Because didn't the
results-
Giants receivers go without their quarterback?
They went on a boat.
And they went on with their
I think
Timbs and
Bieber was
jeans.
on that boat, wasn't he?
Yeah. But you're
Eli
right.
didn't make it.
You're right. I don't. Yeah.
Isn't that? I just think that's unique. And I mean, Dak, when he has a special relationship with a guy, it pays off. Cole Beasley, 2016.
Right.
I mean, I just think that he's looking for that again. He knows he needs to.
Yeah, and they also need to introduce themselves to each other.
They do.
Some new faces.
Oh, it's bizarre. You're gonna be like, so that's not Brandon Carr out there. Who is
Right,
that? Yeah.
Did you guys know that the Cowboys have the youngest team in camp of any team in the NFL?
Is that right? On average
age, it's slightly younger than the Browns by like a half of a month or something.
That in itself would make me say, okay, let's hold off on Earl Thomas.
Mhm.
It's unlikely that the youngest team in the league is going to contend in that regard. It's almost like it's rebuilding year, but it's not because it's the NFL and there's so much parity and everyone's always in the mix.
Right.
But I hold on to that pick if I'm concerned about putting up points.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be unique because I think we were all sitting here back in 2016 and thinking, is this Dak Prescott guy gonna really bring this team to any success without Romo?
No.
And
And then that happened.
And then you have that year. I mean, I remember that first game, the Giants game. It just seemed like they couldn't get anything rolling with their running game at all. And then I think I was kind of hoping in that Redskins game, I was like, okay, if they're going to go back to 4-12 like the year before, let's just do it now. Let's just get it over with, figure it out. And then they go on the 11-game win streak. So
yeah,
that's pretty insane.
Taylor, did you watch Breaking Bad?
I did.
Okay, so you went to New Mexico, right?
Yes.
Some guy texted in, or it could be a girl texted in.
Hey,
We'll see.
y'all.
It says, ask Taylor, since she went to school at the University of New Mexico, parentheses, go Lobos.
Yeah, man.
If
The
she
Bows.
knows anyone who has worked on the set of Better Call Saul?
It was filmed in front of my grandparents' house.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Breaking news.
Let's get them on the horn.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, do you guys watch Breaking Bad and
Yeah.
Better Call Saul? So I'm from Albuquerque. You know,
Okay.
loosely based on my life story there.
Uh-huh.
No.
And they got the lay of the land right and everything?
Yeah, they did. I mean, you know, unfortunately, it's poverty-stricken state, and that's kind of what happens sometimes. But I mean, it was very good. And Bryan Cranston is probably the most loved man in the state of New Mexico, next to Brian Urlacher.
Okay, yeah. Because
But,
his work
yeah.
with the Bears.
Yeah, he
You
did.
guys remember when he played for the Bears?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't the
Remember that?
85 Bears, though.
Not the
Uh,
85.
Not quite.
So
Sweetness.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston is loved in the state of New Mexico.
Very loved. Him and Aaron Paul, they could do no wrong.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it changed the entire tourism for the entire state.
Oh my god.
I mean, people come there just to go see the places, his house, Walter White's house. There's a woman who like sits on a chair outside, just like watching people take pictures all day.
Okay, so your grandparents then? Is that you said?
Yes, yeah,
They live
they-
directly right across the street?
Well, they're, you know, Better Call Saul, it's kind of in different locations, but the one neighborhood's locations that they usually shoot for where he was from was around my grandparents' neighborhood.
Oh,
Mhm.
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, it's a small city, so they were overlapping.
Yeah. So my parents are from Roswell, New Mexico.
Very
Not
familiar.
far. I used to go to Albuquerque when we'd go to Roswell from time to time. Whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of weird. And so it's
Aliens.
the alien thing, right?
Mhm.
So is that the general thought? Do people in Albuquerque really believe that a spaceship landed in Roswell?
I think they do.
Mhm.
You know,
What do you believe?
I don't know what I believe yet because I haven't seen the actual location. Have you been to the location? There's a huge museum and everything.
My parents would get real edgy, like somebody's going to catch them when they try to go back near the location.
Really?
They didn't want to be around it. Like they were real worried that people were looking for them.
Like in those old alien movies where they just kind of like buzz you out of the universe.
Yeah.
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 I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But no, I thought you were going to say, is there a common thought that everyone from New Mexico is weird? Because I feel like when I tell people that I'm from there, they're like, that's weird. I get that all
That
the time.
alone is just weird.
Yeah, like I remember Bisaccia would always tell me, I've never met anyone from New Mexico that's so weird. And I was like, it's a touching state of Texas.
Well, that is actually what I think. I was like, man, I don't know anybody from New Mexico.
That right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
well,
think you
nice
guys
to meet you.
You guys just migrate west. You don't head east, and that's why we never see you, I guess.
Yeah, well, I came here after the University of New Mexico, worked at Cotton Bowl,
Uh-huh.
and then worked over with the Cowboys. So I've been here for a hot minute. Just a young.
How long have you been here?
This
7
is-
years?
This
6
is
years?
my 4th or 5th year. Yeah. Do you feel like I've grown up before your eyes?
So
Right.
do you, as you working for the Cotton Bowl, do they make you know the history of Haas Brock?
Who?
No.
Haas Brock, the head of the Cotton Bowl committee.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
but he's
Yes,
passed away now.
Yes, I actually do know him. And I remember thinking, I wish my name was Haas.
Yeah. And they call him Haas because he calls everybody Haas.
So what was his real name?
I think it's Jim, I think.
Wasn't Haas short for horse?
No. It's like
It's like you're a boss.
What's up, horse?
What's up, Haas?
Yeah.
It's like an old coach or Southern kind of thing. But yeah, he was a real legendary guy, and he also because the Cotton Bowl had that long relationship with CBS, he was able to get tickets for all kinds of CBS stuff, and so he was also a part of the Olympic committee when Bobby Knight was the coach. In '84, he ran the basketball side. So
I know Bobby Knight.
you know Bobby Knight.
I do because when I was in New Mexico, Steve Alford was there.
Oh.
And then, Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
1989.
87.
87?
Yes,
Yeah. Alford was the king.
he was.
Now he's at UCLA dealing with the Ball brothers.
Yeah, he was actually so Steve Alford was a freshman on Bobby Knight's team, and he made the '84 Olympic team over John Stockton.
Wow.
Yeah.
Season on a Brink is that
Season on the Brink is the
Mhm.
John Feinstein book.
Kevin, what's quick update on the golf game?
Commercial break in progress. Please stand by.
Is it a done deal though?
It's not a done deal just yet. Kepka's at 16. Adam Scott's at 14 with 2 holes to play. So Scott needs 2 birdies, and Kepka will assume he pars the last 2.
Okay.
So Adam Scott's got to get lucky here, but the 2 hot guys, one of the 2 hot guys are going to win
Yes.
Good day in America.
for hot guys. And I think Tiger fans have seen people crying.
Where's Kepka from?
Tiger's the guy who will be remembered not for the scandal which he took part in, the actual greatness.
Oh yeah.
I think that's just going to be a footnote.
I agree.
now at this point, and I don't know if I thought that 5 years ago.
No, I think so. I think they'll talk. I mean, they'll talk about his decline or his downfall, and they'll throw a bunch of things in there. But most people look at him as the guy that dominated sport unlike anybody else ever.
Can McGuire or Bonds get away with that? No.
Even today, I bet as soon as he was out of it, people just like, all right, I'm good, I'm out.
Right.
Like people were. I think there's as many fans of Tiger or as much interest in Tiger as there is interest in golf.
I would agree.
That's true.
In the DFW, though, my God, we have a lot of old white people who love golf. You know, like that.
But I think all those same
TV
people
ratings are really good on Sundays.
All those same people also love Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's very few guys that
much better
love
with
golf
Tiger.
and don't love Tiger.
TV ratings are good compared to what?
Well, just to what's happening on Sundays in general, like in the summer.
Yeah.
Like
Well, there's no
they
football.
beat Ranger games. The golf beats Ranger games on Sundays. Like
I
day
have a
Ranger
question
games.
for you
Depends
guys.
on how the Rangers are doing at the time.
If you
I would agree,
were
I sold golf for many years. It
You sold
doesn't do well. Yeah.
if you were in the lead on Sunday in a major, what would be your color of choice of your polo?
Ooh, I like this.
I'm colorblind, so
So
I have
it's-
my wife pick it out.
That says something though. You know, the trust that you have in your wife, the companionship there.
Sure.
It's going to lead you to success.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
what
feel
are you
that.
basing that on?
I just
Just an instinct?
Just the instinct there. It's innate choice.
Right. I think that's a good question. I think I'd go with black.
Ooh.
Just try to get in their heads a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, just straight black.
Okay, King of Darkness.
Yeah,
Is that what they're
darkness,
going to
the
call
wrath
you?
of darkness, yes.
The Wrath.
Yeah.
I would go black pants, black shoes, and then I would
Ew,
have
black shoes?
Yeah, yep, all black. No, you don't do black.
Black
Maybe
shoes
what
are
about
like
red shoes?
old
I'd
man.
go, you know what I'd do? I'll
Red
one
shoes
up
are
you.
aggressive.
Tiger's wearing black and black.
I'll go leather pants.
Okay, leather pants. I'll go yoga pants.
Oh,
and then white polo. Okay,
Tucked in.
but a red heart on the front.
Oh yeah,
just so everyone can see it.
Yoga pants.
But if it's hot, I'd probably wear a different color because I don't want to see. Like I just don't want to sweat.
Yeah.
And white you can get dirty and get in the sand and make.
Brian told me that when you're on tour, you can't wear shorts. Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah, it sucks. They just now,
absurd.
a couple years ago, they just now started letting the caddies wear shorts.
It's so
I mean,
mean.
it's
That was
hot.
because a guy almost
And
died.
the tournament they're playing right now, it is really hot. Well,
Yeah.
a couple years ago at the Colonial, or was it the Nelson? One of them.
Jordan's
caddy.
Yeah.
Now, I think the story was that he went out and partied the night before.
Right,
but,
right.
Good for
Dehydration
him.
is not your friend.
He had to use another guy to just kind of carry his clubs on that Saturday.
All right, coming up next, we're going to play some commercials, and then we'll be back after
We'll
that.
give better teas. Do a
All
better
right,
tease.
You're not going to believe what Jason Garrett said about today's practice.
Hold on, I got a tease.
Yeah.
Are we going to get to the pluses and minuses?
What
of
was
Roy?
wrong? What was wrong with his tease?
Taylor, give a good tease.
Reggie, are we still on air?
Still on the air.
Reggie,
good
give us a tease.
Randy Gregory will be participating in team drills today. Who said that? It will be next.
Are you carrying precious cargo? How safe are your rail crossing habits? Beware of the tracks and trains around you and learn how to protect you and your family at rail crossings. Find out safety tips while crossing railroad tracks at freightntx.org. That's freightntx.org.
Baby Doll Saloon Dallas. The legend lives on. Sunday fun days all summer at Baby Doll Saloon. Part of the celebration this year will be the interactive wet t-shirt contest every Sunday in July and August. Customers get to water the girls' t-shirts and contestants will show off their best assets. And you get to be part of the fun. Baby Doll Saloon is legendary. This year marks the 40th anniversary of this very fun establishment. Join us for our 70s-inspired casino party with prizes all day and free buffet, Thursday, August 2nd. All pay-per-view UFC and boxing is always at Baby Dolls. Never an upcharge to see the fights here. Remember Baby Doll Saloon. The legend lives on. Baby Doll Saloon, 10250 Shady Trail in Dallas, and babydolls.com. For all the latest info, text Baby Dolls to 41411. That's Baby Dolls to 41411. Get in free anytime with current sports ticket stub and free lunch weekdays 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
DFW Restaurant Week, presented by your Metroplex Cadillac dealers, is back for its 21st year. Starting August 13th, over 140 of our best restaurants create a 3-course dinner, specially priced at either $39 or $49, with a portion benefiting the North Texas Food Bank or Lena Pope. DFW Restaurant Week gives you the opportunity to explore our thriving culinary scene, discover new delectable cuisines, or savor classic DFW favorites. Treat yourself and help others. Go to dfwrestaurantweek.com to make a reservation. See all the restaurants at dfwrestaurantweek.com, from 214 Interactive, beeflovingtexans.com, D Magazine, EarthX, FedEx Office, Holmes Murphy, Open Table, and the Star Telegram, presented by your Metroplex Cadillac dealers.
All right, everybody, this is a payday bar. It's made of a truckload of peanuts, sweet caramel, and gumption. Good old-fashioned gumption, period. Doesn't matter that a payday bar is 10.5 centimeters long, or that the king-size bar is 14.7 centimeters long, or that one time I ate a payday bar and built a 3-story doghouse. No, all that matters is that a payday bar gives you the energy to keep doing whatever you're doing, because it's made of peanuts and caramel. The gumption bit, well, that's up to you, really. Payday, get to it.
Summer is here. The sun is out, and so are you. When you go, take along a clever little app called Audible so you can listen to the stories you love while doing the things you love outside. A walk, a run, the pool, or the beach, all better with Audible. For just $14.95 a month, you get a credit good for any audiobook from the world's largest selection. If you don't like it, exchange it anytime. So get outdoors with Audible. Start a 30-day trial and your first audiobook is free at audible.com.
Guys, Mike Bassick here. It's summertime, and you've got a decision to make. Keep feeling the same lack of energy, bedroom trouble, or stop suffering and call Men's T Clinic. They've been helping me for years, and treatment is covered by most insurance. You'll sit down with a medical professional who will help come up with a plan for you. With 3 locations conveniently located across the Metroplex, there's no excuse. Get to Men's T Clinic and get your numbers checked today. Call 1-800-246-LOW-T. Get back to being you.
Men's T Clinic, 1-800-246-LOW-T.
mensteclinic.com.
Gavin Dawson here from the G-Bag Nation, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays on 105.3 The Fan, 105.3thefan.com, and whatever streaming app you happen to be listening to this on. Thank you so much for making the G-Bag Nation part of your day. Every day at 10 a.m., we recap the top sports stories of the day. At 11 o'clock, we go around the NFL, the best stories from the world of pro football. Sometimes the NFL draft and college football can sneak in there. Maybe 60 seconds on soccer. We do that from time to time, soccer fans. We got your back in the G-Bag Nation. And, of course, home of the Rangers, Baseball Nuggets with Mike Bassick. One of the most entertaining segments of the entire broadcast day in DFW radio is Jeffrey Time. We have your birthday power rankings. Get them in on time now. The G-Bag of the day at 2:20. The best audio from the world of sports, pop culture, talk radio, and or the internet. We play them all. Then we vote, sometimes with some help from you with a Twitter poll. Again, thank you so much for listening to 105.3 The Fan, the G-Bag Nation, 10 to 3 weekdays. Salute.
All right, it's Ben and Skin Show, 105.3 The Fan. Thanks for rolling with us. Thank you to Taylor Stern of DallasCowboys.com for hanging out with us. Cowboys practice is going to be kicking off here in 18 minutes. We'll have Mike Fisher joining us, coming up here at 6:20 and 6:40. We'll wrap the show up with Fish doing a couple of Cowboys segments. Tizzle, what do you have going on there with the PGA Championship?
So Tiger, who was 3 back at the time, made a 20-foot birdie putt on 18 and then triple fist bumped, and the crowd went nuts. He shot a 64, ended up 2 back. So Tiger down by 2, still alive technically, but he's not going to get the win. He just went on a catwalk back to the clubhouse. Basically, they're going to tally up his scorecard,
sign his card, and all that routine.
If you want to see it. I mean, and the crowd was chanting his name, and he kind of pointed out to him. Just it's chaos out there too.
He's probably out there autographing waffles.
He's 2 back. Today is all about Tiger, even though your leader is Brooks Koepka. Koepka, by the way, is about to win his 3rd major under the age of 29, and he's joining a group of very few people who have done that. Koepka is a cold-blooded killer. He's putting right now, or in the right now area. I'm not going to do actual play-by-play of it, but I'm going to tell you what happened.
Okay.
Koepka for birdie, he missed it on 17. Okay, now he leads by 2 over Adam Scott. Adam Scott has a birdie putt coming as well that's makeable.
At 17.
Okay, so if Adam Scott makes it, he's 1 down going to 18. Ooh. So we've got a little drama on our hands based on that miss right there by Brooks Koepka. So we might get a playoff if Adam Scott's able to make this birdie putt, then go to 18 and make another birdie.
Okay, that's very, very exciting.
It's getting tense is what I'm saying.
Listen, do you hear that in the background? You hear that?
Sounds like Cowboy fans.
It does. Joining us somewhere out there in the great beyond with a headset and a wireless microphone is Ben Rogers.
Yeah, guys. I'm standing out here with the Machete, John Machota.
All right.
From the Dallas Morning News, watching Cowboys practice, which is underway, actually. It's going down for real.
Oh, man.
What are you seeing out here, Machete?
Not a lot yet, but this is supposed to be the first practice where they go bone on bone, Jason Garrett said today. So that sounds like something exciting.
What are you most excited about seeing?
You know, I like to see a little bit more out of the linebackers. I want to see more hitting out of Jalen Smith and Sean Lee. We don't get to see much of that. So basically all we're getting is it from in the preseason games, which, as you guys know, you don't get much of it there either. So more tackling. I mean, we just don't get to see a lot of that out at this camp, and it's more about keeping these guys healthy, and it's kind of sometimes gets boring out here.
You smell like whiskey.
I mean, yeah, I've been drinking.
Okay. At what percentage of your body is covered in tattoos? That percentage of your body that we can't see?
0%.
Okay, I don't buy that. You guys?
Man, you know what? I'm kind of captivated by this bone-on-bone situation. Can you find out what that means? Because the last time I went bone-on-bone, Ben, I was exhausted afterwards.
KT wants to know more about the bone-on-bone situation.
I don't know what to, I mean, Jason Garrett said it today. I don't know what to expect. He just said bone on bone, and that sounded interesting because it's not something we've seen in practice. I don't know what that entails now.
Ask him if he hooked up with anybody
What
at
do you
the
guys
media
think it
party.
entails?
Skin wants to know if you hooked up with anybody at the media party.
No. Why would I do that? I know how those stories go around if you do something like that. I would never do such a thing like that.
Why are you winking?
I would never do such a thing like that. I take my job very, very seriously.
Why are you winking and thrusting your hips?
I like to do that when I watch practice.
Okay. All right, there goes.
Why is he jamming his index finger through the OK sign?
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, guys, fans are out and about. There's a lot of fans out here, a lot of people yelling. There's some folks posted up here ready to get autographs. Whose autograph do you want more than anybody?
Dak Prescott.
Why is that?
Because I have his jersey.
There you go. Bam. It's a great answer.
Ask me if he thinks Dak's accurate.
How you guys doing?
We're doing well. How are you?
Whose autograph do you want the most?
Dak Prescott.
Why?
Ask him.
You really want me to say that?
Yes.
He's the hottest member of the Dallas Cowboys.
You think he's hotter than Travis Frederick?
A little bit.
Whoa, what do you have against Travis Frederick?
Nothing at all. I just said a little bit.
Okay. Would you, if Travis Frederick was willing to leave his wife for you, would you be okay with it?
No. I'm not a home wrecker.
Ask them if they think
thank you.
Tony should have gotten a chance to get the ball back.
Sorry. Kevin Turner wants to know, should Tony Romo have gotten a chance to get the ball back?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not a Romo lover at all.
Sure you're willing to wreck his home?
No, I don't want him either.
Ask her what she thinks the first time she sees the eggplant emoji.
Do you text with emojis?
Yes.
What's the best emoji?
The blue heart.
Okay.
Why?
But I do have my Dallas Cowboys Bitmoji.
What's that?
What? What do you mean? What's that?
Yeah, Bitmojis are great, man. That's where the world's going.
Are you guys together here, sir? No. What's your favorite emoji besides the eggplant emoji?
Ben, see if you can make a love connection since they're by each other but aren't dating.
You guys aren't together?
No.
Well, is there a chance of maybe getting you guys like to meet each other? What's your name?
Hector.
What's your name?
Martha.
Would you guys like to hug it out? I mean, you're both Cowboy fans.
I told you you're gonna get me beat up either way.
Okay.
No.
All right. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Ben, what'd they look like?
Well, they were not in the same class. Hi, ma'am. We heard you yelling. What
My name's Olga.
are you looking to do out here?
Just enjoy the day with my Dallas family.
I love it. What is this little jersey you got?
It's for my grandson.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, what were you yelling over here?
I was yelling for Zeke.
Let me hear you yell that again. Let's yell that back on Dallas radio. Go ahead and yell that. Thank you. Is everybody enjoying that over here? Okay, good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, good.
Hey, do some stand-up, Ben.
All right. How you doing, man?
Very
Doing great,
receptive
man.
crowd.
Doing wonderful.
Hey, I'm going to let my co-host back in the studio, back over there at the tennis courts. I'm going to let them interview you guys. I got a gentleman here. He's wearing a Cowboys training camp shirt, Cowboys hat. That's a fresh hat, looking good. Got his cowboy gear over here. What is your name, sir?
My name is Jose Almanza.
All right. Hey, guys, he can hear you right now. What would you guys like to know?
Man, what's the best night of lovemaking you've ever had?
I would say Sunday night after thanking the good Lord for a wonderful lunch and dinner.
Right. That's
Wow.
what would the meals consist of? What's the great meals on that day?
I'm Mexican, man, so that's beans and rice for me.
You work a little beans and rice into the mix?
That's right.
Tell him I said frijoles and arroz.
All right. Frijoles and arroz.
All right. Ask him where so you can hear us right now?
Absolutely.
What is your name again?
Jose Almanza.
Okay, Jose, what is the key to good ceviche?
Preparation. I think that's the key thing. A lot of people, depending on what you use, a lot of people like to use shrimp.
Uh-huh.
I like to use red snapper, and
Ooh.
you have to let the fish kind of cut it really nice and fine, and get the juices in there prior to mixing it up with everything else. That's the best way to do it.
Do you have a set amount of time that you feel like it's got to marinate in the lime juice before you feel like it's cooked?
For me, it's about 20 minutes.
That's it.
It's about 20 minutes before, and then I mix it with everything else. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like to cook actually. So.
Yeah. I feel like you know what you're talking about there, homie. Do you go with jalapenos?
I don't. No. But sometimes I add cucumbers in there. A lot of people like cucumbers, so it depends on who I'm making it for.
Okay.
All right. Based on this guy that's been asking you these questions, can you describe what you think he looks like?
I have no idea.
Well, just describe it. Like when there's no wrong answer here.
Middle-aged man, maybe mid-30s.
Heck yes.
White guy.
You think he's a white guy? Yeah. Okay. And what type of a haircut do you think he has?
Maybe a fade, light fade. Come over. You know?
Oh yeah, come over. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Is there anyone here who plays Fortnite? All right, you play Fortnite? Okay, come over here for a second. Where's the best place to land in Fortnite?
Tilted Towers.
How many Fortnite dances can you do?
Not that many.
Oh no. Let me get this guy. Come over here. Let me talk to this guy.
That kid sound like a sweaty tryhard noob.
How many Fortnite dances can you do?
Not a lot.
Do you like playing Fortnite? Yeah. Where's the best place to land? Tilted. Okay, thank you, young man. Appreciate that very much.
Kids are into a high death rate.
Yeah, they like landing at Tilted. How's
Yeah.
it going, guys?
Awesome, man.
Y'all having fun?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's the Cowboys' record this year?
I want to say at least 10-6.
All right.
10-6.
At least.
What's the Cowboys' record this year?
10-2.
Okay.
Pretty good. Are they Hasker? How those other four? Are they forfeiting four
What's
games?
the Cowboys' record going to be this year?
I don't know. It's tough.
It's a tough one. What's the Cowboys' record this year?
Time to man up and answer it.
13-3.
13-3.
Go back to the other guy that said it was
my
tough.
co-host really wants you to answer.
Okay. They're going to win everyone.
Okay, love it. Well done.
How many?
Well done. How many?
16.
Okay, 16.
Oh, what about the
He
playoffs?
regretted the question. What do you think the Cowboys' record is going to be this year?
12-4.
12-4. I like
That was said with conviction.
We got
right
a lot
there.
of positivity out here.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess
Are
they're
you
gonna-
guys?
they're going to the
Oh,
Super
whoa,
Bowl,
whoa!
Ben.
Stumbled
Usually all
across
the
supermodel
negative
out
fans
here.
go and stand
Are
in
you
the hot
guys
sun for
here
camp.
together? Yeah. Okay. Are you guys married?
No,
How long have you guys been dating?
like 5 years.
5.
Oh, it
been
ain't
dating
gonna
for 5 years.
Yeah.
How? What are we waiting on? I mean, I'm not to get into your business. I'm just curious. Not to put you on the spot here. Let's just talk, me and you for a second. Is everything cool?
That's fine.
What are you thinking? You just wanted
I'm just enjoying life right now, you know.
no rush.
No. Came from San Francisco.
Okay.
Watched the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't know what
train.
that has to do
Very
with the
nice.
relationship.
Do you mind if I ask her a question? How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Is the clock ticking?
Ask them how old they are.
How are you guys?
25.
25.
Okay, they're still super young.
So they met in high school?
Yeah. So you guys met in high school?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
High school.
What was your was your game smooth? I mean, what was your pickup line?
No, it was a friend of ours introduced us.
Connected you guys. Just want to wish you guys the best. You're both Cowboy fans. This is going to work out.
Hey,
but,
quick,
but in the next 6 months.
Hey, when it comes time to making whoopee, do they go with music or no music?
It was way too uncomfortable, dude.
Go back for more.
No, god dang it.
Pretty hot?
Oh my god.
Pretty hot?
Yes, very.
What did he look like?
I mean, her too. Okay, I'm sorry. I've tried to leave because it was so awkward.
Get back over there.
It forced me into coming back. I kind of have to do what they say in my. There's two guys that are talking to me.
Ask them if they're religious.
Are you guys? Are you guys highly religious or just a little religious or not religious?
A little religious.
Little religious.
Okay.
So they don't care what the Lord thinks about their situation.
And so when there's a really special moment, music or no music?
Music.
Is it planned, like choreographed, like the song? Is there a playlist?
No.
Okay, I made a playlist. Is that bad?
No.
Actually,
what if Sir Mix-a-Lot's on it? Is it really a problem?
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Okay, that'd be a problem.
have
Okay.
they ever done it to metal?
Do you guys implement heavy metal music?
Yeah.
So some Rage?
Yeah, Rage is fine.
Okay, all right. She understood what I was saying. She's like, what? Thank you guys.
So he grinds his teeth a
Oh my
lot.
God, dude.
Ask you if they're all worked up for this bone-on-bone practice.
No, not doing anything else.
Ask them what they
So
think about
uncomfortable.
bone. No, they didn't know about bone on
Who
bone.
plays Fortnite over here? Can you? How many? Oh, back to the original couple.
Hold on.
All right. Hey, listen. I got a report we've made. Love connection. These guys are way closer to each other now than they were initially.
All right.
How many of the Fortnite dances can you do?
None of them.
What are you talking about?
Too old for that, man.
All right, you guys can do the Fortnite dances. All right, can you do? What's the best one? Show me one of your Fortnite dances, guys. We're watching a young guy here in a Des Bryant. First of all, how old are you, sir?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old. You got this, man. You got this. Let me see your best Fortnite dance. Ted Nichols Payne taking some pictures. Oh,
there you go.
hey, does he deserve some love?
Yeah.
Well done, young man. Well done. Well done.
Ask
Guys,
him if he's excited about the bone-on-bone practice.
Sir, are you with security over here?
More or less volunteer.
I've got some kids that are
More or
dancing over
less.
there that are bothering people. Can you go tell those people to stop dancing?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys.
Shut that down
Hey,
pretty
you did
damn
good.
quick.
Man, I love the whole idea of it in the middle of a drop interview, Ben outside yelling, "Who here plays Fortnite?"
Oh my God. I can't talk to the guy I just saw. He works for the enemy, but one of my favorite Cowboys writers just walked by.
Victor Newman?
Fod Larcher. His name rhymes with that.
Are you talking about Todd Archer?
Yeah, Todd Archer.
I don't even
Yeah.
think they're the enemy. I don't think anybody considers ESPN radio a thing anymore.
I know. It's like, is it enemy or is it just something that might be there?
Ask Todd if there's still a radio component to ESPN in Dallas.
What is your name?
Skyler,
Skyler, are you having fun today?
having a great time.
What's your prediction for the Cowboys this year?
13-3 NFC East champs going to the conference championships.
And then losing.
What's your biggest concern with the team?
The defensive secondary.
But you still think they only lose 3 games?
Absolutely.
This guy answers fast.
Hey, I like that my co-hosts are impressed with how quickly you answer. What do you do for a living?
I'm a real estate agent in Dallas, Texas.
Okay, very nice. Commercial, residential?
Residential, Dave Perry Miller.
Okay, how do you
Too much info there. Dump that. Reggie.
How do you feel about the Prosper Salina border?
The Prosper Salina board.
There's a lot of activity up there. You big
Activity.
everything's going north. You okay with it?
Absolutely.
Okay, he's okay with it, guys.
Ask
All
me if he's ever had problems with sewer lines.
Have you ever had problems with sewer lines?
Never.
Personally?
Nope.
Building wise?
No.
Okay. Okay, both. Yeah, guys.
He's ever made love to produce.
No, I can't do that. He's already given his name and his company. I can't do that. All right, I'll ask him.
That's his problem.
They want to know if you've ever made love to produce before you were a professional.
No, absolutely.
No, absolutely not. I didn't think so,
back in
guys.
those puberty days.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Anything
it.
goes.
Got a hole in that melon.
Guys, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where do you live?
Right here in California.
Okay, very nice. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
I hope you're with this man. If not, it's real awkward.
This is my dad.
Okay, good. I was going to say, if not, that was thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right, guys, back to you.
Bye, Ben. Ben,
Yeah, yeah.
we're going to go to break.
Hey, Skin.
Hey, we're going to go to break.
All right, I'm coming back your way right now.
Ben?
In your general area right now. Yes.
Ben.
Yes.
Throw it to break.
Okay, coming up next, more from Cowboys practice on a very special Sunday edition of the Ben and Skin Show live in Oxnard, California.
Whoa. No, make an appointment with the listener. Do a more specific tease.
Coming up next, the shocking audio of Kevin KT Turner on the sidelines at Cowboys practice. Will this cost him his job? Absolutely. Next.
The only way you can take the fan with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Hello. Hi, Melissa. I'm a helpful Honda person.
You know, the people in the blue shirts, and I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness.
Oh my God, that is so awesome.
We heard your organization could use our help.
Yes, I'm the director over at the Battered Women's Foundation, and we help women and children who are victims of domestic violence.
Wow.
We do have a food pantry, but since we've been limited on freezer space, it's hard for us to get more items to help our ladies and children.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We're going to get your organization a new freezer.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't even thank you enough right now. You weren't supposed to make me cry.
Today, we help someone help others. And during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable, award-winning Honda. Like the Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Melissa is a real person and was paid to be on the radio.
Since we've had USAA, we've had two claims. We had an auto insurance claim and a homeowner's claim. The auto insurance claim, we were rear-ended, and my daughter was actually in the car when it happened. I called USAA. I downloaded the app, and from there on out, it was a very seamless process. They really understood, and they were actually concerned about my daughter's well-being and her safety.
From the moment he uploaded the photos to taking the damaged vehicle to the auto body and having a rental car there, USAA understands the day-to-day life. This is our home. These are our cars. This is where we pick up our kids from school. This is how we get to work.
I feel USAA is very committed to getting you back on your feet. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Ability to receive a quote depends on membership eligibility. Product membership eligibility and bundling savings restrictions apply and are subject to change. Members paid for their participation. United Services Automobile Association and its affiliate, San Antonio, Texas.
Well, howdy, partner. I'm Tina, inviting you down to Tina's Tiny Belt Buckle Emporium. You want regular belt buckles, you say? No, we ain't got none of them big old boys, but we do got oodles and oodles of teeny tiny belt flattering tweezer tickling little old belt buckles. Woo! It's a whole new world of pants keeping over here. Let me tell you what.
Not 100% Texan. Yeah! When only 100% Texan will do, the Hatch Chili Hunger Buster with just a hint of heat. DQ. Eat like a Texan at participating Texas DQ.
Gavin Dawson here for ZipRecruiter. You know, here in the G-Bag Nation at the Fan, I'm incredibly fortunate. We never have to go looking for qualified candidates because we got an entire team of them already, but it is hard to find qualified candidates. And that's why if you are needing people, go to ZipRecruiter.com/play right now, and you're going to find it a whole lot easier to find qualified individuals to fit your needs. ZipRecruiter sends your job to over 100 of the web's leading boards. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes to find people with the right experience and invite them to apply to your job. And as applications come in, ZipRecruiter analyzes each one and spotlights the top candidates so you never miss a great match. With results like that, it's no wonder ZipRecruiter is the highest rated hiring site in America. And right now, our listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at the exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/play. That's ZipRecruiter.com/PLAY. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hats, backpack shirts and sneakers, helmets, shoulder pads, knee pads, and cleats, Adidas and JanSport, Under Armour and Nike, hoodies, jerseys, leggings, and shoes.
Start your back-to-school season for less with our head-to-toe selection of sports essentials for under $30 and top brands and footwear under $60. Academy Sports and Outdoors, all for less.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
A radio.com station. The Turn It On, Leave It On continues with Richardson Homeboys, Ben and Skin, right here on The Fan.
All right, we're going to have Mike Fisher join us coming up here in 17 minutes and give you all the latest stories from camp. Ben is back from roaming wireless out there on the Cowboys practice field. So, Ben, I thought that this practice was supposed to get going right now, but you're saying that it was already knee-deep in some activity.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anybody to be out there or expecting them to be stretching, but they had already finished that, and they'd moved off into their own areas, and they were getting work done.
Did you see any bone on bone?
Didn't see any bone on bone. It didn't look like, what Jason Garrett said, they were going to square off today and play football in the middle of the field, not have a bunch of drills or anything. It looked like they had not started that yet.
We'll get back to that a little bit later and whether or not Garrett misspoke when he said bone on bone. Joining us now, Kevin Turner, who's nearby. Kevin, give us an update on the golf.
Brooks Koepka is the winner of the PGA Championship, his third major title.
Wow. Is there any other developments?
Adam Scott second, Tiger Woods third. Tiger Woods the story of the day, trending all over Twitter, all that stuff. Tiger Woods is the story, but third place, Brooks Koepka, your winner.
Yeah, we're on the air. Thank you, sir. Very nice to see you. So a lot of people out here in Oxnard been taking in camp.
Bone on bone.
Bone on bone.
That's my favorite
situation.
Bob Dylan record, by the way, too.
I always love a guy coming up from behind, just kind of sticking his ear and asking if you're on air.
It's been happening for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It happened last segment, too, while you were down there, Ben.
Oh, really?
Just a lot of
hey,
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we got fan listeners out here. We don't
absolutely.
We got folks that listen to the show, and that's it was cool. Like walking around out there to see all the fans watching. A lot of people came in from the Metroplex, clearly, because there's a lot of people that were yelling Tolo and stuff like that.
Sweet. A lot of people surprised to see us 4-7 on a Sunday. I think, which is why they
Would
might
y'all
walk
want some
up
instant
and ask
feedback
if,
on today's show or not?
I don't care, but go ahead.
Nah, never mind.
No, I want to
It's
hear
kind of
it.
exhausting to go through there.
No. Let's hear it.
Well, one guy texted in saying, "Hey, glad you guys are on. Pretty sure everyone in the Metroplex went out this weekend and purchased a new Dodge truck, then went to Academy and got a sticker of their favorite college team outlined in white to put on their back window. Your thoughts?"
I mean, I don't have any real strong opinions on that, but if everyone did that in the Metroplex, I'd say that's been a huge campaign for those people.
One guy says, "I gotta say, KT on a Sunday, kicking ass. Ben Skin, your Sunday game is a little soft."
Oh, really?
You like to go after the 806 right here?
No, I think you got to accept that criticism. You got to try to get better.
Tolo Travis loves this Mail-It-In Sunday.
I do too, because the irony is that the mail doesn't happen on Sunday unless we bring it.
That's right. We are all three males.
Yeah.
We are
469 says y'all boring as hell on. Wait, hold on. Y'all boring as hell as Sundays.
Well said.
One guy said, "Guys, I'm sorry to say this, but today is not one of your stellar shows. I still love you." Another guy says, "I've got a softball cyst on my butt."
Really?
I'd like to get him to send a picture.
One guy says, "I'm loving this. It's like McDonald's." One guy says, "You guys are doing good. Y'all need to finish."
Yeah, you got to finish strong.
Finish the fight, guys.
One guy says, "Just do live coverage of Ben trying to wick a swan."
What?
Trying to what?
Wick a swan.
Oh,
Swan?
This is from your wicking thing that you did. The
dry
other day.
wicking material.
One guy says, "This is the best show ever. Love you guys."
I
Another
like
guy,
that guy. I like his feedback.
I don't like that guy.
Another guy says, "This is so funny. I turned the radio up so I could hear it while I'm watching Tiger."
Nice.
One guy says, "Why was that guy trying to turn on people and talk about smoking eggplants?"
That was weird when Scott called in.
One guy said, "The Sunday energy is high." One guy says, "Great job, boys. Love you guys. This is great radio."
Do you guys feel like since we're out here and the weed is legal that we have to, by law, smoke it?
Huh?
I don't think it's mandatory that you do. Smoke.
What are the rules?
I
out
think
here?
they're saying
Because
if you choose to, it's legal.
it's not. You don't have to as soon as you get in town. Yet they make
Right.
you.
Yeah, they don't make you.
I don't know. I just don't know what the rules are out here.
Right. We need to be familiar with
Yeah,
it.
we need to know the rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Fish familiarize us at 420 with the weed rules.
That's
out
his
here.
part of his job to come out here and get that report, right?
Yes, he's a reporter.
One guy says, "I'm just trying to hear more about this bone on bone." So does that mean they're all going to be tackling each other today?
Yes.
Like seriously, because these are the practices that scare me. Because I don't want a guy to get hurt. Did y'all see that story about? Never mind.
No, that was a great tease.
What
go
are
ahead,
you
man.
do? What are you doing right now?
That was really
Well,
good.
I forgot that this is Skin segment. Skin's the one who
Stay
brought it up.
off the weed. I want to get back to the guy that said Kevin was having a stellar day and see what he thinks about your last 20 seconds.
That guy's great. In fact, he was a big fan of me having the awareness to realize it's not my segment, to give it back to you to pick a story.
Oh, someone just said that. All right. Guys, I'd like to go again over some of the important dates remaining in camp.
Yeah.
This is not a segment.
Monday, there's going to be a walkthrough at 10:30. Now, these are Oxnard times. There's going to be a walkthrough. And then, Ben, actually, now that I see that it says practice was at 4 Oxnard time, but you were out there at 3:42 Oxnard time, and it was already going on.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can trust this practice schedule.
I don't know that it's going to be accurate. Practice was already going on.
I guess what my worry would be is that I would continue on with these important times and dates, and then later we find out.
I've got a question about the times and dates.
that we've been lied to.
When are some of the better Garrett press conferences?
Okay, that's a great. Ben, I'd like to direct you to Wednesday.
Yeah.
When Coach Garrett will once again be on at noon. That's going to be Wednesday.
Noon out here.
Noon out here. That's 2 o'clock back home. So in the middle of G-Bag.
So
Or really,
it's probably about 2:20, and it'll hijack G-Bag of the day as usual.
guys, we're going to have to do G-Bag of the day at 1:40 because Garrett can't keep his clock straight. Isn't that great irony, though, that Garrett was going to come in and restore order, and he just never could figure out why the atomic clocks worked, but he wasn't on their same time. Mr. Law and Order can't start a press conference ever at the same time.
Right.
I don't know. Certain.
Do you guys ever think about smell?
How do you mean?
Like other people?
Yeah.
Like how to take them in?
The idea would be that you don't notice a person's smell because usually if you do, that means they smell bad.
Yeah.
So I stumbled across a story where they've been going to these they're trying to, and it's in San Francisco, so God knows that's a weird city. But they're having these parties where you blindfold yourself and you go in and you meet people based on smell.
Oh.
So you're not doing Bumble or Tinder.
Right.
You meet
It's a
up.
hookup.
It's called a pheromone party.
Yeah.
So it's got kind of orgy ramifications, it sounds like, but also I don't know, maybe you basically meet something based on smell.
Right. And so basically some old nasty thing could get smelling real good, and then you make that selection, and then the next thing you know, you're in there and you got to finish the fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's the odds are working against you.
As this
Swimming
is getting
upstream,
popular and spread throughout the United States, there's a lady named Amy, and she organized one in Washington, D.C. She'd heard about the origins of this, apparently in San Francisco. So she organized one in Washington, D.C., and her whole takeaway of it is that it's very gratifying to meet someone based on smell rather than visually. So you see someone, okay, now there's a little curiosity and adventure to meeting someone based on smell.
There's been a lot of cab drivers that I've been with that I've been in the car with.
Hold on.
Why did you sample that demographic so frequently?
It smells like they've turned their armpit inside out. I'm smelling your full armpit as if it's directly in my face, even though you're in the front seat driving. And I'm in the back, and I'm not a big fan of human smells.
Right.
Speaking of, on the airplane, on the way here, I'm sitting down next to a lady, and I smell somebody has ripped one. There's no question.
A fart?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was skin, but I'm not positive. And it was on me in a heartbeat. And I'm sitting in the aisle. She's in the middle seat. It could have been the big guy on the other side of her.
Could have been that gal.
Could have been her too.
She looked like she might be the type.
So it was all over me. It was on me so quick and all up in my space. It happened either at the person behind me, next to me, right to my side. I mean, it happened somewhere very near, right? And I'm like, okay, how do I deal with this?
I mean, me, I would have been proud if I farted in that airplane.
I wanted to, I had to figure out exactly what to do. And I'm like, dude, because it was so close to me that I felt like I needed to tell the lady that it wasn't me because it was so in our space.
Yeah.
Or it's one of those deals where you acknowledge, wow, somebody ripped one.
Or
and then I started thinking, what if she did?
Yeah, pin it on her.
She looked like the type that
What do you mean? How do you put it on her? I said, good Lord, did you rip
It's like, that is an aggressive fart, ma'am.
Are we all in agreement that she looks like the type who would?
Dude, she was. Well, we'll get more into this tomorrow, but I don't know why she thought she needed to run up and try and stop that baby from crying. What was that?
Well, and then the guy she was with goes, when we were trying to get off, like, God, we just need to save this for tomorrow. But he had the worst thing. He
His
said out loud.
headphones were on. He didn't know it was loud. He was jamming to heavy metal or something. And so he goes, the whole plane was silent after a baby had cried for the last hour and a half to 2 hours. And he goes, Get that baby off the plane before I get off. Oh my God. And she goes, oh, that's so rude. He goes, was that loud? Was that loud just now? Oh no, I didn't mean all those loud. Oh,
it sounded like he was directly in my headphones. It was so loud, man.
So tomorrow we'll do that at 4 o'clock.
That's a good tease.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
That's like a little cheese plate taster of what we're gonna do.
Oh, yes, we did a cheese
tomorrow.
plate.
I want to do Victor Newman out here too. I think he's going to be here again.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I
be great to
saw
interview him.
An adult movie star.
Oh, really?
Film star.
Don Cruz.
Maybe we'll talk to him.
I love Don Cruz.
Hey guys,
He
I got a
is
couple
great.
more details.
He's
on this
big in China.
pheromone party. So the instructions for this party, the one that she organized, and another
Amy?
Yeah, you sleep in a clean white T-shirt for 4 nights to capture your pheromones, and then you bring the shirt to the party sealed in a zip top bag. Okay,
zip top.
I mean, it's like zipped up like your blazer.
Like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people call
Yeah,
that.
but you don't put a white T-shirt in a Ziploc bag. Zip top, like when you have a suit. Yes, get it? So then people start sniffing each other's white T-shirts.
Ooh.
And you sit there and go, well, this is my lover. And then you have to go, like, hang out with that person.
Casey,
smell their pancreas all up in you.
KT, have you ever seen Porky's?
No, Porky's is before my time.
So one of the real shocking.
I know it's a like a raunchy film.
It probably doesn't age well in the current climate, but you know who Kim Cattrall is?
Oh yes, from
Sex and the City.
Sex and the City.
So she is a girl that works in the high school. She's a gym teacher, and she apparently gets really turned on by the smell of sweaty socks.
Oh, that's right,
dude. That's the story of the violin player for the Dave Matthews Band.
Well,
he was asking the guy to give him his socks before he went on stage.
She takes one of the coaches takes her into a room with a bunch of old sweaty jock straps, and she smells them, and so she's turned on. So they go at it, and what he didn't realize is that she is incredibly loud. And so they're all having basketball practice, and he's like realizing, oh God, this may be a problem. And so in order to stop the sound, he takes the sweaty and anyways, it just reminded me of the pheromone party that you're talking about.
What's he do with it?
He muffles sound with it.
And she was underage?
No, she was a high school gym teacher.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Gym teacher, yeah.
But
That
what's
movie
your-
probably is pretty good for this climate.
Well, speaking of which, since we're out here at Cowboy Camp, there's a scene with a glory hole.
That's true.
Oh, and I want
That's
me
true.
some glory hole.
Different context.
Is it?
Yeah. And then
Well,
they
it's
had-
just oil, right?
and then Beulah Ballbreaker wants to get a police lineup.
Beulah Ballbreaker.
Ballbreaker.
There's a character named Beulah Ballbreaker.
I feel like I need to watch Porky's and we
Pretty
need to do a
good.
review of it. I'll
It's
watch
pretty
Porky's.
Can you do that tonight? Then we do
Not
a-
tonight, but maybe like once we get back home, I'll
Nah,
I'll
I'll
watch
be bored
some
by then.
Porky's.
All right, coming
Be
up
bored
next,
by then.
Mike Fisher will give us the latest on what he's thinking about.
Bone on bone.
The one place to grab the fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
The Mickey Spagnola Report, Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. and 12:20 p.m. on 105.3 The Fan. Brought to you by Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant. Go all in. Visit ChoctawCasinos.com.
Think you can buy a diamond just by looking at a grading report from a gem lab?
A diamond grading report is like a driver's license description.
Meet Eric Freund, a diamond expert at Diamonds Direct.
A diamond grading report tells you those basic descriptions, such as eye color, hair color, height, weight. What it doesn't tell you is what does the diamond really look like.
In fact, two diamonds with the exact same grade can look vastly different. That's why you have to see a wide selection side by side with your own eyes.
Would you date somebody based solely off of their driver's license description? Yes, but would you marry them? And when you buy a diamond, you're marrying that diamond. What you're really going to find out is a whole lot more about them when you're in person. And do you have that match? And is it that perfect sparkle that you want to see?
And at Diamonds Direct, you can always see 10, 15, 20 diamonds in the same size and shape you're interested in.
You want to see that diamond. You want to make sure it has that perfect sparkle and shine that you expected. I want to see it really pop. I want to make sure it's the diamond that I love.
And the price?
Diamonds Direct will have the lowest price. Guaranteed.
That's not just here, but anywhere in America. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hey guys, it's Gavin Spittle, Program Director of 153 The Fan. You can also call me the Hockey Hawk for short. Or in some cases with programming moves that are made, you might have some other choice nicknames. But seriously, I hate to even use the term listener. I like to refer to you as my teammate, especially if you're a turn it on, leave it on listener. All of us at The Fan, we're so grateful to you. We continue to grow, and that is such incentive for all of us at The Fan to hustle even more, to put on even better events, and to give you the best sports and entertainment experience when it comes to The Fan. And just like the Cowboys, the NFL, or the Rangers, you're a huge partner of ours. And on that note, if you ever have a question about The Fan, feel free to send me an email at gavin.spittle@entercom.com. Also a reminder, like our 1053 The Fan page on Facebook, so every time we do a bet payoff or the guys are out and about, you'll get a quick alert. You will also see hashtag TOLO on social media. That's short for Turn It On, Leave It On, which we truly appreciate. Extending your listening for 5 to 10 more minutes per day makes a huge difference. So thanks again, or as Sean and RJ like to say, you're appreciated.
Hello, this is Clint.
Hi, Clint. I'm a helpful Honda person. You know, the people in the blue shirts. And I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness. We heard you could use our help paying for daycare.
Me and my daughter's mother, we've been kind of struggling. Her mom's been in and out of the hospital, so she's missed a ton of work. Just been a little bit tighter on money, not only medical bills, but our daughter's daycare is one of the higher bills that we pay. We put her first before everything.
Sure.
And if we even get any type of assistance, it'd be such a blessing.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We're going to pay for 8 weeks of your daughter's daycare.
Wow, that would be phenomenal. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Today, we helped a family. And during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable award-winning Honda, like the CR-V, 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Clint is a real person and was paid to be on the radio. The 2018 Motor Trend SUV of the Year includes the full Honda CR-V lineup.
We are counting the days until the 3rd annual Cornhole Tournament, and the KNC Masterpiece will be broadcasting live from 7 to 11 this Wednesday. Get Masterpiece from the owner's box at the Omni Dallas Hotel, where we'll have the 2nd Cornhole Tournament practice round before the real deal on September 1st. Register from 7 to 8 for your chance at $200. Get ready and we'll see you there. Info at 1053thefan.com.
Oh, yeah, Spin and Skin Show 105.3 The Fan, coming to you live from Oxnard, California. Cowboys Training Camp 2018, brought to you by DMS Roofing, Omni Frisco, Albertsons Tom Thumb, Dulce Vita Tequila, and Twin Peaks, of course. This is a rare Sunday show for us, and we've got about 40 more minutes to go, and we're joined now by the great Mike Fisher, who joins us out here live, and I guess you could say you're in the Twin Peaks hot seat, really.
Yeah. And the DMS Roofing something, and the Dolce Vita Beach House,
exactly,
and whatever it takes.
Exactly. Okay, so we saw that, as camp has gone on, things have dwindled a little bit. A lot less media out here. Players probably getting sick of being in a hotel room as well. What are the most important things that need to take place this week for the Cowboys and as they ramp up to the season?
I do think one of the things that they're doing today, and you guys have made fun of Bone on Bone because it's funny.
Sounds weird
and sexy.
Yeah, man.
I think Jason Garrett and the coaching staff's timing is perfect there. They realize, Ben, what you're saying is, all right, now it's getting to be a little bit of a grind. Now we're used to, that we saw the beach. We did that. We all, on Friday, all the fellas took their sweethearts out to dinner, and we did that. Now can we go home? So let's crank up the intensity just a little bit more, and I think we're going to see that today. This will be football today.
What is okay? So they break camp on Friday. What starts happening when they go back to the Star? Is it any different? Is there a different schedule? Is there different things to get accomplished, or is it sort of more of the same?
Yeah, for the first time, really, it's going to be more of the same. So training camp doesn't really end in Oxnard. I think the added boost will be there'll be fans there,
right,
and lots of them who have never seen anything quite like this. Not that obviously there isn't a good population of fans out here, but that'll be a new ticket, and I think a hot ticket when we get back to the Star in Frisco. But for the football team, same deal, except you sleep in your own beds.
So there's been a lot of talk about Dez Bryant not being here, Orlando Scandrick not being here, some of the louder veterans, more energetic guys that bring kind of a competitive edge to the aquarium, so to speak, the aggressive fish. So who are the guys who have tried to pick up the slack, and is it just noticeably different?
Well, I am very sick of Dez Bryant talk.
I bet.
I'm only half kidding. Part of me understands, first of all, that the audience, there's a big part of the audience. It's almost like politics. There's a big part of the audience that's saying he didn't play here anymore.
Right.
Enough Dez Bryant. And yet, and I'll just take a minute on it. I'm sitting there on Thursday afternoon at Levi Stadium, 12 hours before the game because I'm stupid. And I, and Dez and I we're texting back and forth, and he's on Twitter thinking he's being fun and funny. So Dez Bryant planning to visit the Browns this week. That's a real story. I mean, even though Cowboy fans might be sick of it, Dez Bryant is an NFL story, and we do cover the NFL too. And a friend of the show,
of course.
But I do believe that, and I'm not just saying it about Dez. I'm glad that you brought up Orlando Scandrick, and Jason Witten comes into that category too. There is an absence of that. The guy who is singularly trying to pick it up and fix it is Chris Richard. And you'll see it. We'll go out on the practice field today. His fingerprints are all over this thing. You can hear him. You can see him. He's extremely active. He's way more involved than Rod Marinelli is, his boss, which is generous of Marinelli in saying, okay, everybody over here now. Okay, switch sides. Okay, you get it. Way more active than Marinelli is. So
why is that?
I think that Marinelli has seen that there's an advantage to giving his lieutenant some authority because he's good at it. And you guys, when you talk to defensive players, poke into this. I think they've added some things that are Chris Richard things from Seattle. And then maybe even more interestingly, they've taken some Marinelli things and renamed them in Chris Richard's style. And maybe that's because Richard is the heir here. Maybe he'll be the defensive coordinator next year or higher. We'll see what happens. Or maybe it's just to make it all easier when Earl Thomas gets here so he can understand the system.
Is this what they knew they were getting, or was it a matter of he got him there like, man, we need to utilize this in different ways?
Yeah, I think his track record's pretty established. He is this guy, and it's not fake. And we've been around long enough. We can see when it's fake now, right?
Right.
When a guy is a fake rah-rah guy, this is real, and the players do respond to it. I'm also coming around because I'm very critical of the idea. Skin, you've been around coaching your whole life. Very critical of the idea that, boy, this coach is coming in and he's going to put a helmet on a stick, and that we're going to stiff arm the helmet out of stick instead of a pad, and it's completely new. And I like to tell my story about when the legendary tight end coach came here a couple of years ago. And remember all the tight end drills?
I'm blanking on his name, man.
Mike Pope.
Yes.
Yes. And he really was, in terms of tight ends coaches, that's as great as there ever was.
Yeah.
And remember the drills? Okay, Jason Witten, take your shirt off, put a bucket on your head, put a burlap sack on your left foot. We're going to put a spider in your pants, squirt you with a water hose, and now catch a tennis ball.
All right.
So they did that, and weren't we all just amazed?
It was very Holger.
Video, yeah. Except the difference is Holger didn't quit doing it the next year. He did it the next year, whereas Mike Pope retired after that year. Why didn't Mike Pope's successor at tight end, if it was so genius, why did he do the same drills?
Coaches are egotistical.
And because there's nothing really new under the sun in coaching. This guy puts a helmet on a stick. That guy puts a stick on a helmet. It's the same thing. But I'm being convinced that Chris Richard is adding something. And we'll go out and talk to Sanjay Lal here this week on the Ben and Skin Show, and we'll discover the same thing, that maybe he is a better teacher than his predecessor. And in the way these guys run routes and stuff, I think we can see that a little bit.
All right, Mike Fisher joining us on the Ben and Skin Show. Rare Sunday show here live from Oxnard, California, Cowboys Training Camp 2018. And just in terms of this offense, I'm fired up to see if they can move the ball passing. And I think the whole season really comes down to that. If they can figure that out, Marinelli, Linehan saves his job. Garrett saves his job. Dak is back firmly planted where the fan base is like, yep, that's our guy. And they can actually contend this year. But if they can't get that passing game going, they're in big trouble. And I don't want them to go get Earl Thomas if it's not going to be, if this year doesn't matter. Because if not, to KT's point, save the third-round pick, whatever it takes, and then go sign him as a free agent. So where do you think they are with that passing attack and how effective it's going to be?
Yeah, first of all, life's too short to think a season doesn't matter. And we even do that in Mavericks land, don't we? Well, I'm not forfeiting. I try to tell this to RJ and the Choppy Show every morning. We're not forfeiting the Mavericks season in August.
Right.
We can do that in February. So same thing here. This can be a contending team. So I'm shooting all my bullets. And by the way, if I'm the head coach in a hot seat, I don't care about next year's second round pick. I might not be here. I want Earl Thomas. So I think this can be a competitive team and a playoff contending team. I don't doubt that. I do think though, KT, that the centerpiece of everything, even the passing game, should be Ezekiel Elliott. They do it in Arizona with David Johnson. They do it with Le'Veon Bell. They do it with Todd Gurley. This guy can do all the same things.
I know Zeke's year got cut in half last year, but like the one thing that would separate those guys that makes them elite is the fact that they are going to rack in more than 50 catches, and Zeke hadn't done that yet. But it's still early for him. I want to go back to the thing about Earl, though, because I know some of the guys, like we're talking about the coaches, Garrett's probably going, yeah, but Garrett probably wanted Dez to stay here, right? So don't you think Stephen Jones is the guy that we need to think about here? And Stephen Jones is in no hurry to give Earl Thomas $13 million. I don't think Stephen thinks this makes sense. He's the guy, and he's the bottom line.
Okay, remember, though, that on draft weekend, they in some form or fashion had their deal cut. Because they had that second round pick was earmarked. That's right. That was 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. I was told second round pick earmarked. They were going to give the second round pick for Earl Thomas. So KT, that must mean that they had financial conversations with the player.
That was before the Zach Martin deal.
That's true, but they still have $14 million of cap room.
Yeah,
I would like to be able to go to Earl Thomas. I can't do it to Tank Lawrence anymore, and say, listen, we're going to create a totem pole here. And Zach Martin's the best guard in football, and he makes 14. So Earl, you're the best safety in football. You'll make whatever. And
13. He wants Eric Berry.
There you go. And then Tank, it would have been nice to say, we'll give you 13 and create that totem pole maybe next year on Tank Lawrence. I just think if you have a chance to grab Earl Thomas, grab him.
What's interesting though about that is there's two things that pop into my mind. Number one, you're talking about Jason Garrett. If he thinks, this is going to happen, he wants this player. But we always talk about what coaches want, what front offices want. And a lot of times you see a front office will make moves because they know how much time they have left, or they'll buy time with certain moves that they make. This is a very unique front office, ain't going anywhere ever. So they can fully operate how Steven wants to operate. But one thing that's really interesting is they're ready to trade that second round pick for Earl Thomas, and they didn't. And now they have their starting guard for maybe the next 6 or 7 years.
Or 12 years.
12 years. And hopefully they're hoping their best receiver they got is on this whole team ends up being the guy they got in the third round.
Michael Gallup.
And so it just reinforces giving these picks away now that you fancy yourself a team that actually drafts right. That's a painful thing to do.
All true. Of course, they did call Seattle about the third round pick, and Seattle never answered the phone. I would just say, and you're making a great point about this management team being different, and it comes with its pluses and minuses. On the one hand, if your management team is on the hot seat, well, you're moving and you're shaking, and you're. On the other hand, if your management team knows that it can take risks and not get fired, like the Joneses aren't going to fire themselves, that can be advantageous too. I go back a few years, and this is 4 years ago when Jerry was 71, 72, now he's 75, 76. And he was talking about wanting to contend and how soon. And he said, Mr. Mack, I ain't got time for a bad time. And if I knew anything about music, I would have turned that into a country song.
Right.
I ain't got time for a bad time. Jerry Jones doesn't have forever.
Right.
So Jerry Jones is still part of the management team. He'd like to win the Super Bowl as soon as possible because he ain't got time for a bad time.
All right. I believe that the Cowboys kicked around the idea of bringing Dez back at some point. And I can't pinpoint it exactly, but I think they've at least kicked it around. And if they kicked it around, even if it was just one person in the organization, everyone else would have said, hell no, we made that decision, move on. But even if they just kicked it around, would that hypothetically be an indication that they don't believe in the receiving crew if they considered that?
I think bigger than that, it would be an indication they don't believe in themselves. What are you doing? Why did it take you 100 days to figure out an elementary decision relative to the way sports works? It's an elementary decision.
Right.
We're keeping them or we're not keeping them.
Right.
Why did it? They didn't even talk to him for 100 days. So I think it would be a really weird twist. Obviously, I'd be in favor of it. I'm the host of the Des Bryant show around here.
Some Des, baby.
Yeah, but I think it would be a weird thing to do. I will say I think Jason Garrett was the last guy to say, okay, let's say goodbye to him. So I can imagine Jason Garrett being somebody that says, are we sure we know what we're doing? but I think the ship has way sailed. And
that's, what's interesting about that. I'm sorry to interrupt your train of thought. But what's interesting about that to me is that, part of the Dez narrative as to why he's gone is because he's such a distraction. And usually if a guy is a distraction, the first guy that wants him gone is the head coach. And this is the reverse of that.
Yeah.
It said, but football is most of my experience is a basketball locker room with 15 guys, and
right.
Football position groups are 15 guys.
Right.
It's such a weird dynamic, and so many things that are operating in different areas that don't all the ways intersect. And it's a really unique sport in that regard. And that's why, I hold football coaching in such high regard, because I just believe it's so difficult to get that many well-paid adults to do the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
you're the CEO of a gigantic company.
Absolutely.
When you're a head football coach in the NFL and in college too. I still wish, and I've had this conversation with him 10 dozen times, I wish he would funnel all that emotion into a way that helps the audience understand what he is, because his Twitter rampages aren't succeeding.
He sounds crazy when he
in
does
doing
that
that,
stuff.
and he's not crazy.
Yeah.
and he's terrific. And I used to say I'd take 53 Dezes on my team. I don't say that anymore, because now the bus would never go, because nobody would ever. We wouldn't get 53 guys to ever show up for the bus. But I would take Dez Bryant on my team, and I think the Cleveland or the whoever that does end up with him, I think they'll end up with a not only entertaining Dez Bryant, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think a still productive NFL player.
All right. He is Mike Fisher. This is a Sunday version of the Ben and Skin Show, 105.3 The Fan. Want to stick around on one more segment?
I do.
Yeah. All right. The Fish next with us on a Sunday version of Ben and Skin, live from Cowboys Training Camp 2018. Thank you, DMS. Thank you, Omni Frisco. Thank you, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, Dulce Vita Tequila, and Twin Peaks. Coming up next, we wrap things up from Cowboys practice for today.
We celebrate so many holidays throughout the year, like this one. And that one. There's even one for selfies. Ooh, but don't forget about celebrating sales tax holiday at Walmart starting August 10th in Texas. With Walmart's great value and no sales tax to pay, you save while stocking up for the whole fam. And while grabbing a little something for yourself, too. Hey, it is a holiday, so it's okay to celebrate. Hurry in and save this sales tax holiday at Walmart from August 10th to August 12th in Texas.
This summer, a legend will rise.
Hiro-san, focus your mind.
I will find the Source Master and return one day to you.
An epic journey across hostile lands.
You must train your heart.
Will carry on a tradition of courage and confidence.
You must speak to your mind and tell it you are never alone.
Self-defense will be redefined.
I've searched the world over.
Yes, you have. Perhaps that is the problem.
Critics are raving. It's inspiring, with a hero who always knows what to bring.
Hiro-san, it's been with you this whole time.
I can't find it.
Search within.
Within what?
Your front pocket.
Of course. My Blue Cross card.
Ah, the student has become the master.
Blue Legend, now everywhere, through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Do you remember me?
Sure. You and your husband were moving to another home.
This is where we moved to.
It's beautiful.
Please, look at all the junk they left behind.
Point to what you would like to disappear, ma'am.
Well, let's start with that broken bird bath. That old swing set. And that nasty old yard furniture.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
And those broken tree limbs.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
You can make a difference this year by clearing the shelters in DFW. Join 105.3 The Fan, along with our partners NBC5 for this nationwide head adoption event. Saturday, August 18th. All adoption fees will be waived. Other fees may apply. Visit cleartheshelters.com to find a shelter near you.
Hello? Hi, Melissa. I'm a helpful Honda person. You know, the people in the blue shirts. And I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness.
Oh my God. That is so awesome.
We heard your organization could use our help.
Yes. I'm the director over at the Battered Women's Foundation, and we help women and children who are victims of domestic violence.
Wow.
We do have a food pantry, but since we've been limited on freezer space, it's hard for us to get more items to help our ladies and children.
Well, the North Texas Honda dealers would like to help. We're going to get your organization a new freezer.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't even thank you enough right now. You weren't supposed to make me cry.
Today, we help someone help others. And during the Honda Summer Spectacular event, we can help you too with a great deal on a reliable, award-winning Honda. Like the Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Visit ntxhondadealers.com to find the helpful North Texas Honda dealer near you. Melissa is a real person and was paid to be on the radio.
Ah, yes, it's the Ben and Skin Show, 105. How long have we been playing that Fleetwood Mac, Reggie?
Just now.
Okay, good. The official show of Talking Off Here. We are wrapping up our Sunday afternoon show, 4 to 7, right here on 105.3 The Fan, a Cowboy Spectacular, as it were. And joining us for these final two segments is Mike Fisher. Of course, he is our Cowboys and Mavericks insider. Fish, there's a lot of good angles to get into, but I want to do specifically is if we're talking about different position groups, I want to get your take on not only who is playing well from a tight end perspective, but do you think we're going to be seeing the tight end function in a different way than he has for the last 15 years in terms of plays that we run and scheme and sort of those types of things?
The drafting of Schultz tells you no, because he's a Y inline blocker, and he's really good at it. So that's Witten-esque. The volume of guys that they have tells you it might take a village, not to talk politics.
No.
And then you watch Rico, who didn't get to do anything in the game. But again, you guys will see it today. Wow, Rico's a football player, but he's the fourth string tight end. And I'm not keeping four. Am I, KT?
Can't keep four. You're going to keep three quarterbacks.
People want to keep 70 wide receivers.
Right.
So no, I don't think there's going to be a vastly different usage. I think the most interesting story is what's going to happen to Rico after they cut him, assuming nobody gets hurt. And this is a Greg Gavin Dawson discussion that he and I have had a few times. Are the Cowboys trying to do a round peg square hole thing with him? What if you just let him be him? And he just gets in the way as a blocker, and there's certain things he can't do. But gosh, nobody can guard him. Nobody can guard him. So do you need him to be your kind of guy, or should you just let him be his kind of guy and be a weapon? And I have a feeling we might find out the answer when Rico gathers place for another team.
Okay, so
that makes me want to fire the entire coaching staff
I know.
right here. And I know Ben feels this way too, but I understand a system. I get a system. But if you're telling me that you have an unstoppable weapon, it just doesn't fit our system.
Is he
That's
an unstoppable weapon?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying we're speaking in hypotheticals.
Yeah.
But if he's truly uncoverable,
he's not.
He's
not uncoverable.
Then you and Fish need to fight this.
Well, I'm not saying he's Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And Shaq's not
But
a very good outside shooter,
yeah.
so we don't need him. But there's things that he does that put him on an NFL team. But he doesn't do all the things they like. That's fair, right, KT?
I think that's fair. I feel like everyone, because of the basketball thing, wants to go make him be Tony Gonzalez or Antonio Gates. And it's like, has he proven he can go be serviceable as a pass catcher down the seams yet? We've barely seen that.
Yeah,
I saw it in one preseason game.
I don't want to make him Antonio Gates at all. But watch him. Watch his footwork today. He can get open against safeties, and you can't get around him.
Yeah.
So when he goes and runs a curl route, he's open. He's open every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to turn him into Antonio Gates, or I don't want to turn him into Shaquille O'Neal. I'm saying, again, you've got a coaching background, Skinny. When that guy walks into your gym, to me, a smart coach says, I'll take that guy.
I'll figure out.
I'll put him on my team.
Yeah.
I'll play him in the slot and I'll play him outside.
Right.
I would almost make him a wide receiver.
He lined up wide all by himself yesterday.
So let's do that.
For no good reason at all.
I mean, it's not that different than what the Panthers do with Funchess.
Right.
And he's their number one wide receiver. And he was a tight end in college. And he's a little faster than Rico, but they make him a wide receiver. I would rather see them do something like that. We're good at tight end. We got our three guys. They all do the same thing. Let's just move him to wide receiver and let him fight it out.
Here's a Bassick point. He goes, they let Gavin Escobar play. It's a good point.
Right.
It's a good, smart Alecky Bassick point.
Do you think part of him feels burned by that not working out, maybe?
Or is it because, we invested a 2 in him and we only invested a 6 in this guy?
Because Tavon Austin, the web back, the whatever back, that happened because of, let's be honest, that happened because of criticism. They were told they weren't creative enough let's get a guy in here who we think we can do something with.
I
And
agree.
let's move him around. Well, why can't you do the same thing with Rico?
They were so creative with Tavon Austin that they made up a name for a position that never existed before. And I asked him, I said, what's a web back? He said, I'd never heard that before. Oh, good. It's your new job. So, KT, I think that's true now. We'll see whether it's creativity at tight end or creativity with Tavon Austin. Am I really handing the ball off to Tavon Austin? Forget 25 touches like Steven ridiculously said that night.
Crazy.
I don't know that I'm giving him 25 carries a year,
right?
Let alone 25 touches a game. It all comes back to Ezekiel Elliott for me.
The thing I don't like about this conversation the most is, hypothetically, if he is an unstoppable, unguardable guy, which is obviously up for debate, but if he does something really well, but it just doesn't fit this system, these coaches are potentially about to get fired.
Yeah.
Anyway, so why would you make personnel decisions based on these coaches and their system when there's no guarantee they're even here through the end of the season?
Okay, what if he's unguardable somewhat, but not unstoppable because he doesn't fully understand what you're supposed to do when the bullets are flying?
Okay.
KT, you know how they hold up the card, right? In practice, they hold up the card and basically say, here's what everybody's supposed to do. That doesn't work in a game.
Right.
So maybe he loses that once the real bullets fly in potentially in the coach's defense.
When you say real bullets too, I think there's a lot that we're putting on him. There's a big difference in coming out and catching balls in practice.
Yep.
And going in actual games in the NFL, like he hasn't even proven that he can make a catch in an NFL game yet. Like it's real hard for me to think, okay, he looks good in practice. I've seen his workouts. Yeah, he looks great. But like he's a basketball player who hasn't played football in a long time. Go catch a pass over the middle with a linebacker or a safety about to jar you. Dude, that ain't easy to do if you haven't been doing it.
When me and Skin were kids, there was a TV commercial to go into the Army. It was an Army, and you probably remember
Army.
No, it
Navy,
was before that one.
Air Force, Marines. What a great place! What a great place to start.
All right, maybe my commercial was a little before yours.
Why didn't it rhyme?
This,
great place to start.
This one was
Wake up, everybody! Oh, I'm sorry. That was the United Negro College Fund. I'm sorry.
The kid goes in for the job interview, and the guy says, well, I'm sorry, you don't have any experience. And he says, how do I get a job without experience? Well, how do I get experience with a job? Well, you go into the Army. So how does Rico Gathers get a chance to prove that he can catch a ball in a preseason game if you won't throw it to him?
Yeah, that's fair.
We got a classic chicken egg here, guys.
Let me go ahead and throw this out there. How is anybody going to catch a pass if the second and third string offensive line can't protect the second and third string quarterbacks, who, by the way, I need to see something out of? Oh, my God. How do I know if Cooper Rush or Mike White's any good when they're running with their head cut off?
I would say
they were running for their lives back there. They didn't have a chance.
Yeah, and in regard to Mike White, who probably has a better future than Cooper Rush does, but not a better present. Jimmy Johnson used to call that hanging out. Did you ever hear him say that? Hanging out, and it means we're short at a position.
Large Professor used to say that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just hanging out.
We're hanging out at a position, meaning, well, we're a little loosey-goosey there.
Yeah.
And I think the Cowboys' backup quarterback position is a little hanging
Just
out.
go get Teddy Bridgewater then, right?
I'm okay with that. I'd go. If what do you have to give up to get Teddy Bridgewater?
Fourth.
Wait, I have a question.
Wait a second.
And you got to
You
pay
won't
him.
give up a third for Earl Thomas, but you'll give up a fourth for Teddy Bridgewater?
I give up a fourth for Earl Thomas, but not a third. Top 100.
Hold on. Is this not the exact same backup quarterback situation we had last year? Who's
It
our
is.
backup quarterback?
It's the same thing.
It's Cooper
Kellen
Rush.
Moore. Then Kellen Moore got beat out by Cooper Rush.
I thought Kellen Moore died and was on the coaching staff.
Both things happened.
Okay.
Yeah, he was number 2 to start the season. About week 6, the evolution happened.
What's weird is that Linehan got his brother-in-law, Jim Caviezel, to resurrect Kellen Moore after he died.
Yeah.
For those that didn't get that reference, Jim Caviezel was Jesus in the great movie Passion of the Christ.
And I would argue that for those who didn't get that reference, you've got to bring something to the Ben and Skin table. We can't do all the work for you. So
That's right.
you got to
Yeah.
get it yourself.
Do your work,
Yeah.
kids.
You got to Google, make it work for you.
All right. So, we've talked a lot about the tight end position. We've talked a lot about the offense. Does this team desperately need to trade an area of depth for an area of weakness like defensive tackle?
I think that Antoine Woods being the defensive tackle that we're all talking about when he was an undrafted kid who was on the Tennessee Titans practice squad, and he's short and fat and squatty and doesn't do any of the things that they like their defensive tackles to do is really bad news. I mean, I'm happy for him.
Sure.
That's a great story for him. But, as far as I'm concerned, he still might get cut because he had a good game, but he's not good enough. It's not what they do. Jihad Ward needs to win that job. and Dayton Jones next to him needs to play well enough to keep the job. And then David Irving, if you're listening.
Let's go ahead and write that off. I'm
want
sorry.
to?
I want
Let's
to.
pull a stop
Not
to
because
hype.
let's pull a stop to hype. Not
Get off
because
it.
not because I think all of us like David Irving. I think he's
do.
a very charming guy.
Yeah.
But if you couldn't do OTAs because you had too much going on, and now you can't do training camp because you got too much going on, and then
Yeah.
you're going to miss 4 games, he's going to be so far removed from being a part of this thing. I don't know, man. And this is a year where he could go out and earn mega money.
$13 million he would have made
Mega
next year
money.
if he goes and gets 10 sacks.
So I think it's time to stop figuring out if David Irving's going to be there or not.
Well, you sound like a coach, which is, hey, if he's not here, we don't talk about him. So, Skin, I appreciate that. I do think this is part of what is fair about what you're saying. I heard Cowboy players talk about Randy Gregory all the time. He's our brother. We look forward to him coming back. I saw so much promise with him. I hear Cowboy players kind of saying, "Man, I try with David. I mean, I try. It just doesn't click."
Yeah.
So he's not one of the band of brothers right now, and that is a bad David Irving sign.
All right. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was going to ask you because I don't know. Is Malik Collins on target to be? Because he's supposed to be a beast last year, and then he
Yeah.
had the foot problem all last year. I just don't know where he is with his health.
If they put him, their original idea was to put him at 3 technique. And I remember the great Brian Broaddus looking at him that first rookie training camp and say he can make a Pro Bowl as a 3 technique, which basically means he's Warren Sapp.
Mm-hmm.
Now here we go again with the Shaqs and the Sapps and the Antonio Gateses, but that's his style. But then the foot, and then the foot again, and then I think the foot again. And so I believe they're in no hurry to have him go break his foot.
Right.
Yet another time. But week 3 in the preseason is when you need to start seeing this is our real rotation. These are our real guys. That's when Randy Gregory, I think, is going to play. And maybe Malik Collins can ramp up in that direction too.
All right, let's talk about the linebackers. So, obviously we're just getting here. We're hearing Jalen is like the, Notre Dame Jalen or somewhere close to that. Is that what you're seeing? I mean, is he back to being an absolute unstoppable force?
And I love Jalen. Every time I talk to him, I talk about him. I preface it. I really do. I just think he's an incredible person.
He's a great person.
He's the best person.
He's an amazing human being, Kevin.
Jalen? I've heard some good things about him.
If you ran a church, you'd put him in charge of the church. If you ran you wouldn't.
I would put in the brother-in-law of Scott Linehan, Jim Caviezel,
because he's Jesus.
For those who don't know the reference,
he is the only athlete in the history of DFW sports that every single time anyone is about to make an assessment about whether he's good, bad, or whatever, they preface it with, but his character. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
This man. And I'm like, well, at some point we're supposed to talk about whether or not he's playing, right?
So he's been good. He was saying to me, this is like 3 weeks ago. He goes, I'm like the Notre Dame. I'm at the Notre Dame.
He's not.
No. If you're at the Notre Dame level, that means he's a taller Ray Lewis.
He's the best player on the field if he's at the Notre Dame level.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
He was
because Ray Lewis is just in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
He'd be giving a 47-minute speech at the Hall of Fame. So he's the starting middle linebacker. And he's holding off Leighton Vander Esch, the Wolf Hunter. So he's doing plenty right. He does look fast, and he does look mobile. I'm going to fall short of saying he's Ray Lewis. The group now, and Sean Lee's going to be out there boning people.
Nice.
He's ready to go. Joe Lewis has looked really good. Joe Thomas, I'm sorry, at tight end. Leighton Vander Esch sometimes look a little lost, but in terms of dropping back and being Brian Urlacher in coverage, he's totally that. And you'll see that in practice today. So as a group, this linebacker room is way faster than it was a year ago. That's a good start.
Good. All right. Well, Fish,
what's your favorite TV show?
Don't you guys have a secret sign instead of saying go ahead? Or is that Sunday Ben and Skin show?
Sunday Ben and Skin is I kind of stepping all over him today.
No. I'm stepping on.
I'm stepping on both of you guys.
Shut up, Kevin. Damn it. What a jerk.
Fish, like to apologize.
An unbearable guy.
Unbearable.
Ruining this segment, quite possibly the whole camp.
Your favorite TV show, Fish?
Yeah.
I would say that Seinfeld is the finest sitcom of all time.
Wow. Have you seen Parks and Rec?
Oh yeah, and it's like Seinfeld's nephew. And then there's Friends, which is the scrubbed clean version of Seinfeld.
Friends is great.
No, Friends is
Seinfeld's great.
Friends is Seinfeld for friendly ladies.
I think
that's good.
Right?
That is good.
Seinfeld's mean. They're mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
And if you're like a 12-year-old and you're watching it, you just think they're funny. But if you're a man and you're watching, you're going, they're mean.
They're mean people.
But on Friends, they're also
they're
sweet.
the perfect world.
All these 25-year-olds living in Manhattan.
And a gigantic mansion apartment.
Yeah.
But none of them work.
It's unbelievable.
Fish, thank you so much. Appreciate
Joy
that.
was a soap opera.
That's
Thanks, boys.
solid. That's what. That's like an Alex Claudio performance from him.
It was really good.
A
Ross
2-inning
was a
save from last season. Could you
paleontologist.
please shut up? Not you, Fish.
Oh, it's unbearable.
Yeah.
KT,
God!
KT guy,
Wait, you're-
unbearable.
Unbearable.
You want me to shut up?
KT, I'd like to get more from you.
Okay. I got a lot to offer. Reggie, how much time is left in this godforsaken show?
However much you want.
Hey,
Oh,
Reggie, is
God.
Chuck coming in for you?
Chuck's here.
Hey, pop Chuck
All right, will
on.
you throw
Get him
Chuck
on?
on?
He's currently drinking his coffee. Sorry, fellas.
No, it's okay. No,
It's all
no
right.
I
problem.
want to do a segment with Ask Chuck.
Yeah. Would you mind doing a segment called Ask Chuck and then just podcast it, Reggie?
I'll work on that.
No, thank you.
Fire up the Chuck wagon.
I wouldn't mind a segment called Ask Chuck.
Who do we have on the phone, Reggie?
I'm going to do a segment called Who's Chuck? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Chuck's great.
I want to thank everyone who's been a part of this one, including all the sponsors I mentioned earlier.
Reggie, how long does he have to draw this out?
I think 17 minutes.
Oh,
Do you want me to sing Ain't Got Time for a Bad Time? Country song again?
I want to get Chuck and harmony vocals.
we need to work on that. Thank you to Ted Nichols Payne for engineering out here. Reggie
Right
Atatula
Mhm.
back at the station. Mike Fisher for stopping by. Taylor Stern from DallasCowboys.com.
Taster.
Thank you to Joan in payroll. She's actually handling my 401k now, guys.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and working on my American Express points. She's handling all of that for me. So
Someone was just online.
so I can use that to do stuff. I want to say thank you to who else?
Vielma Brothers.
The Vielma Brothers in Fort Worth.
Are you waiting for it? Do you get a cue? Do you
I
get
don't know. I don't
Nah,
know.
we're,
Usually
we're on network. There's no heart out
and,
here.
and
We'll
thank
make
you
it
to
work.
Raul
really?
and the boys downstairs.
Coming up next, Network.
Coming up next, the Chuck wagon.
On Network. Intercom.
I can go another hour.
Reggie?
Swerving on that wood. Swerving on that wood.
The only way you can take the fan with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Hello?
Hi, Melissa. I'm a helpful Honda person. You know, the people in the blue shirt.